count should matter for women, but not for men. We're gonna start getting people up here in a second. What happened? I got banned for sexual exploitation, and gender-based violence. That's what I got banned for. But yeah, give it a second, everyone. Do give it a minute. We're gonna get some people up here in a second. Tap that screen and share the live, y'all. We'll get the likes back up, everyone. We'll see. Are you staying on this topic? We are for now. Because I haven't done this topic like at all recently. It does get banned, but I don't think it's banned as the other ones. And then also chat, we can bring back the other topic as long as I appreciate the handout. Thank you so much. As long as we say, why is being lesbian wrong, right? Because they ban the word GAY from being said. It's so ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But apparently you can do it if you, because Dean tested it the other day, because I told him to test that. And he didn't get banned like specifically for like the typical stuff you would.
Hello.
What's up? How old are you?
I'm 25.
Yeah, do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
No, and you could totally get rid of me. I just make bracelets and stuff, and I want to DM you about sending you a bracelet because like Parker W bracelet. So yeah,
I'm down.
ban me. But yeah, I totally want to DM you for that. So if you can, that'd be awesome.
Sure. I followed you. You can DM me. Go for it.
Thank you. You have a good one.
Great day. Let's get to the next person real quick. Only send a guest request if you do think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 28.
For sure. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
Man, I really think it's all about preference, man. It just really all depends on, what you're looking for. Like,
do you think it should matter for women but not for men?
I mean, it's preference. Like, if you're the type of man that look at something like that, if that's something that you value going into a relationship, somebody with a lower body count, then of course it should matter. But, some people don't care about that.
Wait, but for women and not for men, right? So you think it should matter for women?
I think it's 50-50. Like, it's.
Oh, you think it should matter equally? All right. Well, I'm going to look for the
equally.
person who disagrees, but I appreciate you coming up. Let's go on to the next person. Everyone, only send a guest request if you think that a hot body count should matter for women but not for men. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Oh, sorry. Are you talking to me? I'm not used to being on a live or anything, and I don't disagree with that. I apologize for breaking your rules, but I just wanted to say to a lot of the people, men, whatever, who agree with women's body count mattering more than men, that as a bisexual woman who has slept with as many women as men, the response I get with sleeping with other women is so much worse than the response I get with sleeping with a lot of men. And I think that proves the point that men are just centering themselves. That's all. Thank you for having me live.
Sure. Appreciate you coming up.
Have a great rest of your day, Parker.
You as well. Let's go on to the next person. Everyone, only send a guest request if you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
Hello? Oh, my bad, man.
Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
Yeah, I do.
And why is that?
Yeah. I think it matters in the context of marriage, but besides that, no, I don't think it really matters. If you want to date a girl to marry her, it absolutely matters.
And should it matter for a man then?
Not as much, no.
Why?
Because there's a statistical fact showing that a woman who has more sexual encounters prior to marriage has a higher chance of cheating during the marriage and divorce. And women are predominantly, responsible for divorce.
Isn't it also true that men are likely to cheat? And then also, that divorce is because women wouldn't stay with men who do cheat. Yeah. Finn, thank you so much for the galaxy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's oftentimes it.
You're saying women wouldn't stay with men who cheat.
Yeah, okay. That's oftentimes a reason why women will divorce men.
Okay, so fair enough. I'll let you keep that argument. But regardless, the fact still stands that women who have a higher body count prior to marriage are going to file for divorce more times, and they'll likely cheat during a marriage.
So you're saying that women will likely cheat during a marriage if they have a high body count, but men won't. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying women are the ones filing for divorce 70 to 80% of the time.
So
So what? I'm saying if they're the ones filing the majority of the divorces, then that's more reason as to why the body count should matter,
why?
right?
But wait. That doesn't mean it's always due to cheating, right? I could say that it's there for cheating, but that doesn't mean it's always due to cheating.
No, you're right, but I'm
So
saying
so
if
wait, then it's not even a majority even. But would you
what do you mean it's not even majority? It's 70, 80%.
like you could say it's oftentimes, but you can't say it's a majority.
How can 70, 80% is definitely a majority? What are you
No,
saying?
no. I'm saying in terms of the divorces that are based upon cheating.
The divorces that are based upon cheating.
70-80% of divorces are not cheating.
Okay, yeah, no. All right, yeah, fair. But I'm saying that women are the ones filing 70, 80% of the time.
Yeah, but why is that relevant?
How is that not relevant?
No, I'm asking why is it relevant?
I'm confused. I'm saying that if, well, like, I don't understand what you're not understanding.
I'm just asking why it's relevant. It seems like you can't answer that.
I'm saying it's relevant because if women are the ones filing for divorce and they're the ones, and if she has a higher body count, it's more likely that she'll cheat during that marriage and or
Hey,
file
dude,
for
it's this. No, it's the same for both men and women, right? They're just as likely as it relates to the context of cheating. You have no evidence to indicate that it's a higher likelihood, right, for women comparative to men in terms of it being statistically significant. Can you give me any evidence?
The only evidence I have is that women who have higher body counts have a higher statistical chance of cheating during a marriage, and I think that's definitely.
And same thing with men.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's the same thing of men. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm asking for something that's relevant, different between women and men. That means that it's going to apply to women and not men.
Okay, so that I'm saying that a man will not cheat. I mean, a man will not file for divorce just because he's cheated. But a woman, if a woman
because the woman got cheated on. And you're saying men don't file for divorce when they get cheated on?
I'm saying, ooh, that's a good point. No, yes. Yeah, so a man will definitely file for divorce, but I'm saying.
Okay, so then what point are you making?
The point I'm making is that there's a statistical fucking relationship between a woman's body count and her cheating during
And
marriage.
same thing with men. So I don't see why this is relevant to demonstrate
Because
whether
women
or not
have a
it's going to be the
higher-
case that body count matters for women and not men. I just see no reason why that would be relevant.
I see the point you're making, but I'm saying because men are the ones responsible for like money during the marriage. Does that make sense?
It depends on the relationship, right? If a man is responsible, that's that relationship specifically. A man isn't always responsible for the money. And if a woman's responsible for if a woman's responsible for the money, then would it be the case that the man's body count matters?
Okay, I see how you're trying to flip this.
Well, I mean, just like then you'd have to provide a relevant difference as to why it's not applying in that sense.
I mean, I haven't looked up those exact studies, but I'm saying
then don't make an empirical claim, right?
Fair enough. I see what you're doing here, Parker. But I'm still holding on the stance that a woman's body count prior to marriage is a definite pair bonding. Okay, so I guess that's what I'm leading to. I didn't say that. So the whole pair bonding thing, that she won't be as attached to him during the entire marriage.
Give me any relevant difference between men and women as relates to that. Because like this notion of pair bonding, right? I think that's kind of like a little bit a gibberish in most people's senses. So Shika, did you want to reference this?
You've summoned me.
Oh, this girl. Oh,
yeah, it's
me. Me from her last one. Yeah, it's you. God. It's emotional.
Oh my
Of course
god.
you let her know.
Yes, right. So what's pair bonding? I'm gonna ask you the same fucking question. What's pair bonding?
Pair bonding is the way a woman bonds to the man sexually.
No,
Well, I mean,
no,
just
no,
right?
it's
Isn't that
not.
it? It's something-
It's not though, right? Pair bonding is simply how human beings form relationships with each other. It has nothing to do with sex. Pair bondings can be completely platonic and be from male to man, female. I mean, male to male, female to female. It doesn't matter. It's just a descriptor of how humans gain relationships with each other. It's like an evolutionary thing, you know?
but they're willing to stick together during things that may seem hard. Maybe the
Yeah,
man.
because humans are social animals. It has nothing to do with sex. Right? So, can you go ahead and provide me with the evidence that a woman who has a higher body count is not going to be able to bond with her partner? What evidence do you have for that?
Her if a woman has a body count of, let's say, 100, there's definitely a difference in a woman who has a body count of definitely 2 or 3.
I didn't ask that
can't
question.
provide-
Would that be
any-
true for a man as well?
I don't think that a man bonding is the same.
I
as
just
a
don't
woman.
understand why you can't answer questions. Like, I asked you
I'm-
a very specific you're just implying that there's going to be some kind of difference. I know women who have a body count of over 100, and we act the same. And I have a body count of 20, so I don't know, but anyway, but like
Yes,
I'm
but I'm
asking,
saying your body count of 20.
honey,
Where are you attached to?
I asked you a very specific question. What is the evidence that a woman who has a lot of sexual partners, of which we all need to understand that is subjective, right? So you're going to have to find the number in which would be too much for a woman to engage with, that would make it so that she cannot bond with her partner.
Yeah,
So
there's
where's the
no
source for
essential
that?
number that he's going to be able to identify,
Like-
which is going to reduce his view down to literally what? Ben?
The
Children,
I've
anyways.
given from- the study I've given to begin with, so I'm still
You
saying.
didn't read that study. You didn't read it. You didn't read the study. You all cite that
You're
same
fine,
study.
fine. You're right. I did not read this study thoroughly, but I do know it says 200% higher for divorce. Those two things are definitely related. A woman who has a higher by 200%.
They're causatory?
What? Say it again.
I mean, not causatory. They're causal.
I don't know what you mean by causal.
Where in the study does it say that it's caused by the other? Because if Parker, if I'm correct, within the study, doesn't it say like when you have a higher body count, right, you actually are less likely to get divorced as well? They tend to have happier relationships when their body count is actually higher after a while.
I haven't seen this particular study, so
It's
I
the
wouldn't
same
know.
study they cite every time. You didn't finish the study.
All I know-
They have people like women who have first of all, it's women and men, right? Who have lower body counts. They have successful relationships, and then there's a midpoint, right, where they get more divorces. Is that the correct way to? And then there's a point where they have a higher body count in which these people don't get a lot of divorces, right? So clearly, their body count has nothing to do with their divorce rates, because it's not proportional at all.
Well,
Because
I'm
it
not
seems like
saying
within
that
this
men and
study-
women are equal. I'm
Just one
saying,
second. It just says literally within this study, people with lower body counts have successful relationships, and people with higher body counts have successful relationships. If you're just going to just extrapolate the information, that's what you'd have to like say.
Of course, there's going to be both ends of this totem pole here, right? There's going to be an extreme and
But
a
it doesn't help
non-extreme.
you though. You're actually advocating for people to have either lower or higher body counts.
But the majority, right? The majority is going to say that the women with the higher body counts are going to file for divorce more.
That's explicitly what your study does not say. I don't know
I'm
where
saying
you're
there's a
getting this from.
relationship.
I don't know where you're getting this from. The study that you're citing doesn't say that. It says that they're happier in their relationships. I don't know where you're. What?
These things can be because you're going off of the extremes, right? We could say
This
that
is not the extreme. I'm going off of what the study says. What are you talking about?
I'm saying that in this study, right, the pure point, right? The only fact in this study, right?
You didn't read it. Fuck it. What? Can you cite the study? What's the name of the study? What's the name of this fucking study,
Of
dude?
course, I don't have the site studied here. Of course I do, but I could look it
Because
up.
I'm just
for you
assuming
and
the
come
study
back
that
to
you're
you.
talking about, we might be talking about two different studies. Why are you citing a study you don't know about? Am I in another dimension?
Yes, C137.
Jesus.
My fault. Okay,
Yeah,
so you would have to have me go in and find the exact
Bro,
study.
just
name.
find it.
My
Just
study
find
is
it.
saying-
We can put on the Jeopardy music. Like it's yeah. Bust a move, chat.
I still
Why are you
think
still here?
that
Go find the
my-
source.
Where the source at?
Where the source at? Where the
Please,
source
bro.
at?
I've heard that so many times.
Where the source at? I'm about to drop a song.
For real, bro. You honestly should drop that song. That would be funny.
Oh my goodness! If he's not back in the next 20 seconds, I don't care. This guy says the same thing every time.
Have you talked
And
to
it
him
sounds
before?
like yeah, and it always sounds like even he's not quite sure what he's saying.
Yeah, tap that screen, everyone. Let's get it to 250,000 likes, everyone. We got banned, but we did get the account back. I don't know what these bans are. That was the most ridiculous ban ever.
I don't know who BlackRock is.
Are they talking about the investment company?
Oh, I don't know about that stuff.
Yeah, it's the company that people think is like controlling everything, and then they just like don't understand what it is.
Awesome. I
So
like being
it's
controlled.
really funny.
All right, so he can't find it. Anyway, dude. Anyway, it's
Anyway, we can add someone else in the meantime. C3's back.
oh, true. I don't know if you want to bring it back up. 'Cause
I got the
Oh,
study
he's
about the
back.
high body count if you
Look,
need it.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna find this study, guys.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
Okay.
I got the study about the high body count.
Yeah, C3. What is it?
Oh wait, you have it? You have it? Okay.
About high body count leading to infidelity. I'm gonna send it to you on DM.
Yeah, what's the title?
I mean, hold up. I got on my folder. Hold up.
C3. Or I mean, Tashika, how much do you want to bet he C3 says the study that you're referencing?
What is it called, C3?
What are the odds? What are the odds?
There
Hold
we go.
Bro, it's not in my fucking notes. Hold up, bro. Yeah,
Is it from FamilyStudies.org?
I don't remember the
Yeah, I do remember the word family.
the name the website name because I used to have it like
Counterintuitive trends in the link between premarital sex and marital
I think that's it. Yeah.
mercy.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Me, what's wrong with that, bro?
Nothing, man. Nothing.
I mean, what's wrong with it? No. I think no, because
Nothing at
like
all.
you
Let's
trying to
just-
diss me low key, bro. I can't let that
Bro,
slide.
bro,
It comes down
I
to
don't
the
know
fact
where
that
you're
men
from.
aren't
I don't
going
know
to
why
file
you're
for
talking like
divorce
this.
because they've cheated. A
Yeah,
man would
obviously,
not
if
end a
they
relationship.
cheat, why would they divorce? What?
Like,
Actually, I
First
guess
of all-
I mean if they want to leave, but like the cheating is ridiculous.
it depends on. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, but like, what's wrong with the study?
Ridiculous.
What's that?
Go ahead and read it, please. Go ahead and read the part that proves your point.
I mean, and also, didn't Tashika just say this?
I mean, what's wrong with the study? Well, you talking to me?
Were you listening?
I mean, like, I'm looking for the website again, like because not in my notes for some reason. So, but would you talk to me, Tachika?
I'm just asking you to find like, you know, like, what part of it proves your point.
We were part of it. Yeah, hold up. Yeah, hold up.
It's
We
now
could
got
like
two
play
people
some
looking for
type of
sources.
music, some type of curing music.
No, we can have a third misogynist when we wait.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not misogynist. I love
I'm
women.
standing on
You
my
guys both believe that it should matter for women and not for men without.
No, I
reason.
didn't say that. I did not say that.
That's literally what your view is.
No, I didn't. I just said it just matters more. It just think of it like a double standard. Like
Yeah, you want hold a double
But I-
standard
but I
that
did
is going
say-
to
but I did
negatively
say-
impact women.
no, I did say.
Andrew, how old are you?
Okay.
Hi, I'm 18.
Do you think
Hey,
the
we
high
the
body
same
count
age.
should matter for women but not for men?
I think it should matter for like both genders.
Based.
That's what. Well, that's my. That's what.
Wait, C3, you believe that?
What?
Of course,
That's
it
what I
matters
said.
for both genders.
C3, you
but
also
the
believe
number
that?
for a man is
Yes,
high.
I said, but that's why I said it matters for both genders. Just that it affects
Is
women
it
more
equally?
because they
Oh,
can
no,
get
no,
it.
no. Okay, so
Yes,
you know
thank
you
you.
believe it matters more, right? That's different than the other ones. Marco, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
Yes, for the main reason of being when a woman has sex, it negatively affects her body. When a man has sex, it doesn't affect his body at all.
Can you give me a source for that?
I probably can, but it's common knowledge
thank
that
you,
if a
Galaxy.
girl
Thank you
gets
so
her
much. I
pussy
appreciate
fucking-
it.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Yeah,
I
like,
haven't seen any of
it's
that common
common
knowledge. So
knowledge,
go for
man.
it. You can look for a source too. Now we got 3 people looking for sources. All right.
Hey man, amen.
All right. Hey, while you're
gave
looking
up
for a
with the
source,
first
can you
source.
mute, please?
Okay.
Thank you. I would appreciate
I
that.
gave up
On to
with
the
the
next.
first.
Okay, mommy.
I'm standing on to my point.
I'm
You can
joking.
remove me.
I'm joking.
I'm standing on my leg.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? How old are you? Whiskey?
18.
Yeah. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So why
Because
so?
of religion and culture.
Okay, so just because a religion or a culture is a particular way doesn't mean it should be that way. For example, throughout the context of history, cultures have had little girls, 12 to 16-year-old little girls, married to adult men. Now, do you think that's good just because it was in that culture? Appreciate the hand art.
I don't think it's good, but I think it's okay.
So you
I
think
mean,
that 12 to 16-year-old
that
little girls
time-
marrying adults is okay?
In that time, yes.
The fuck?
What did he say?
20
He
years
said 12 to
before,
16-year-old
now
little
it's
girls
not
is okay for them to marry adult men.
Hey yo, bro. Hey bro.
But
You know when
Oh,
C3
nah,
looking at
bro.
you sideways, you done something serious.
Yeah, for real, bro. Whiskey, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, bro. Are you Muslim, bro? Are you Muslim? Only Muslim people think like this, bro.
That's not true, Christian.
I don't think it's only them.
All right,
Christians
nah,
do
nah,
this all the
nah.
time. Mary was
Nah,
quite
I
literally
never
12
heard
to
of Christian.
16
But
and
let
God
us keep-
impregnated her.
Oh, I've definitely heard Christians talking.
I mean,
talking for her.
no, she wasn't 12. She was like at most like I think she
Here,
was like
wait,
like
let him
19.
respond.
She was 19.
Right?
She was 19.
Whiskey, what the
19.
fuck is wrong with you?
it's nothing. It just, in that time, there was like,
Just because it
Other
happened and they
mind.
were okay with it doesn't mean it's okay under your worldview, right?
so I don't think it should happen, but I think it just
No, do you think
happened,
do you
so
think it's morally permissible?
now? No.
No, under your worldview, do you think it's morally permissible?
No.
Okay, so if under your worldview you believe it to be like it shouldn't happen, okay?
Yeah, it shouldn't.
So even though in that culture, right, that's what they thought was good or okay. Okay. So just because a culture believes a particular thing does not mean that under your view it should be that way. So then I would just ask you, what is the reason why it should matter for women and not for men?
Like men, they're more. You can't see that they have a high body count, but when you like see a woman, she gets like more open and open.
I don't even know what that means. Tashika, do you have any clue what he's trying to say?
I wasn't listening. I was reading the study.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
Tashika, can you see me that study? For some reason, it's not like showing up. Oh no, I found it.
Can you
I
send
mean,
me
like,
my
as
study? It's
Marco-
crazy.
I found it.
The same as Marco.
Yeah, found it.
Whiskey, are you even here right now?
Okay, I got it.
Okay, what is it?
Counterintuitive
Yeah, tell us
trends.
which one.
Counterintuitive trends in the link between premarital sex.
Yeah,
and-
we're asking you which part of it justifies your point.
Okay, hold up. Women with 10 or more partners were the most likely to divorce, but this only become true in recent years. Women with 3 or more partners are less divorced than women
No,
with
read it.
2
Read it with your full chest.
Okay, women with 3 to 9 partners were less likely to divorce than women with 2 partners, and women with 0 to 1 partners were least likely to divorce.
Thank you.
Women
Jen,
with
thank you
zero-
for the 5-month subscription. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you a lot. I appreciate you so much.
Okay, wait. So,
And then it says that like women who were like virgins to like one partner were less likely to divorce, and I'm like, I'm not gonna dispute that, but like it shows that like there's clearly no causal link.
I mean, there's also like a cultural influence there. Like,
That's exactly what they
this
said in the
isn't
study.
identifying is that like what caused these particular things. So it's important to acknowledge that when someone has 0 to 1 partners, right? Likely speaking, there was religious influence, right? So religious influence is that you basically don't get divorced in basically any scenario, okay?
Yeah, that's quite
Regardless of how
literally
you're
what
treated.
the end
Okay.
of the study says. You know?
Yeah.
Can you
And
guys
does that prove that religion is the best?
No.
Like,
No, what the fuck?
It's like-
No, it tells
Like,
no, it tells people that religion makes people more likely to stay in relationships even if they're considerably bad.
all right.
And
I
they're more
couldn't.
likely
I
to
did some
enforce a
research.
woman
I mean-
having like being a virgin or stuff like that.
All right, I did some
Like-
research and I actually learned some shit. So I actually learned that girls having sex does not stretch out their thing, which is good. I didn't know that.
and you didn't know that. I knew that.
Thank you for
Well,
the
no, I thought it did stretch
No,
out.
because
I thought the more you had,
since I got 200 bodies, I knew that, bro.
you
Like-
don't.
you got
Yes, I do have to, bro. Parker, bro. Parker.
Left
No, no,
hand
no,
doesn't
bro,
count.
she's
Hear me out real quick.
bro,
Hear me out real
bro.
quick.
She gave me
But
angry,
the
bro.
general reason, can everyone just hear me out for 2 seconds? The general reason that a girl going out in one night runs into about 50 different guys that call her cute, that come up to her and say hi, and if she goes sleeps with every single one of those guys, it's a little more messed up than a guy who gets approached by nobody, finding a girl and finally getting lucky. There's two big differences.
Getting
If a girl
lucky is
gets-
crazy.
Yeah, lucky. I don't get lucky.
okay,
but I'm
hold on,
speaking
hold
for
on,
the
hold
other
on.
guys. They do
Let me
get
ask
lucky.
you this question, Marco. So, like, men who are celebrities, should their body counts matter more than like you?
Well, I feel like girls don't even care about celebrities. They just want to sleep with celebrities. They're
Wait,
like, oh, I
so
wanna
no,
sleep
it
with
shouldn't matter more.
that. I don't think it should matter more. Just
Oh,
because
okay, but they have more opportunities than you. It's
well,
easier
the
for
girl
them.
celebrities are sleeping with just as much as the guy celebrities are.
Okay, so again, that shows you just exactly the point. You say that it
Okay.
matters with women, but it doesn't matter with men.
Not no woman celebrities.
I got a
don't
harassment
matter
and
either.
bullying violation. That's so crazy.
No, but what I'm saying is, if I'm just saying, in the general reality, not exceptions of being a fucking celebrity, that's not a normal person. But a normal girl compared to a normal guy gets approached by a lot more girls than a normal guy gets approached
Yeah,
by.
but that's not relevant because again, if
It
we
is,
bring it
because
up
if you
and
sleep with
push
that
the
many more
galaxy, thank you so
people-
much, I appreciate it. No, because if I bring up celebrities, you don't think it matters more for them,
That's
even though
such-
they
listen, that's such a high standard. That's such a different standard. I can't tell you about celebrities.
listen. Right? You think it matters more. You think it doesn't. You don't think it matters more, even though they have more opportunities. So the same standard you just used to qualify the difference between men and women, you do not hold true in other scenarios.
No, but celebrities don't hold true on any other scenario. Celebrities are fucking doing random shit that people don't even know about. So I don't really think celebrities are even close to normal people. They're fucking wild fucking cases.
Yeah, they not even.
I'm
normal.
not talking about whether or not they're normal people. What I'm
Well, we're
demonstrating is
comparing
that
them to
this
normal people
particular
right now.
reasoning, again, it's not just comparing normal people. You're comparing the principle or the reason that you provide. You provided a reason. I'm applying that reason to other scenarios to see if you actually truly hold to that reason. And I showed you that you didn't.
I think body count doesn't matter to guys as much as girls because girls have the option to go sleep with any guy they want, while guys can't sleep with any girl.
Wait. Celebrities would have greater access to be able to sleep with more people as well because they're celebrities.
Okay, and they probably are going to go.
But a
do that
woman
because they're
celebrity have
celebrities.
more access than a male celebrity too.
Regardless of whether or not you want to say that, you would then say, comparing a male celebrity to the average woman, the male celebrity should be looked at in a more negative
I mean,
connotation.
but like we talking about.
Let me finish. The male celebrity should be looked at in a more negative connotation for the same body count, given that he has more opportunities. But you're not saying that, right? That tells me that you only apply the standard of opportunities to women and not to men.
Oh, bro, because most men are not
I feel
celebrities.
like woman stars could go sleep with whoever they want to because it doesn't matter. They could go.
I mean,
get
like,
married
You're like
to
not
whoever
understanding
guy
the
they want
point.
to.
You're like running around the point so hard.
But like you talking about like the less than 1% of men though.
Yeah.
So his
That's
point
not
still
even relevant.
stands.
Not even
no
relevant.
one's
That
are you
is
even-
that is relevant. Like,
bro. You're just
so like,
here, bro. You're
so
not
men
even
have to be
here. You
rich.
just exist.
The men have to be rich to have the same options than the average woman. That's what you're saying?
Okay, wait, no. The
Have the same opportunity.
What
A man
I'm
have to be a
comparing is
celebrity
that
to have the
no,
same
the reason why I'm
opportunity than
giving
average
you a
woman.
celebrity, the reason why I'm giving you a celebrity is because you agree they have more opportunities. All I'm showing you is that when it is true that there are more opportunities with a particular individual, you don't necessarily think it should matter more.
Okay.
Okay.
But-
So if you
okay.
are using that as your reason here, that it matters more because it is the case that they have more opportunities, well, then why don't you hold it true in this circumstance?
I still hold it true in that circumstance.
Okay, so you do think it should matter more for celebrities comparative to the average woman.
I mean, yeah, they have a lot of standard to hold. They have a high standard to hold.
So it's totally okay. So attractive men, their body counts should matter more than unattractive men.
I'm not attractive. I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know
The
attractive.
I
logic
didn't say
still
you were
fucking follows.
attractive, dude. I appreciate the
Wait,
galaxy.
who
Thank
just
you so
sent me
much.
who just sent me a
I appreciate
gift?
it. Thank
What
you
the
so
fuck?
much.
Well,
I
okay,
didn't
I
see.
would consider
Thank you.
myself
I can see
a
me a
decently
gift
attractive
too.
guy, and I
No.
would
See
say
me
I
a
still
gift
get
too.
less approach than a girl does who's decently attractive. Is that fair
Regardless
to
of whether
say?
or not you get less or more, I don't care, right? I'm just demonstrating your point. Yes, you get less people to come up to you. No shit.
Than a girl, yeah, because girls
Thank you
just
for the
get approached
subscription. Thank you
constantly.
so much.
But it's kind of I don't know. But then again, if a key, okay, if a lock is opened on one key, if
Finn,
a,
thank
Oh
you so
my
much for
god,
the galaxy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
if
When a
one
pencil
key
goes into a
opens
sharpener more
many
times, it becomes a
locks,
smaller pencil.
it's
what?
a useless pencil.
Yeah, a pencil that you
My
sharpen a
dick
bunch
doesn't
of
trick when I
times.
fuck. Wait, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, and women aren't less valuable when they have more sex. Like, what are you talking about?
First of all, when
To
when
me,
a
they are.
key, can you kick him?
Yeah, I got you.
He's not even here anymore.
Bye,
Like,
guys.
Jesus.
Bye.
Anyway, just
I
a
mean,
nuisance. Anyway. Yeah, so like you do realize like when a key goes into a lock, the lock wears down the key, not the other way around. You get a new key, not a new lock, genius.
I know, but my dick doesn't wear down every time I fuck.
Exactly. So it's not analogous.
Makes no sense.
So then why'd you make the
Because
argument if it's not analogous?
I just feel that a girl who gets approached constantly will be if every guy that approaches them they fuck. It's kind of like okay, you're a whore. Where a guy is like working his ass off to even try
Oh my
getting one
Dude,
girl.
it's so
Marco,
gross.
it's
You used
so
demeaning
weird,
language
bro.
towards women, but you won't use the same language towards men. Right? The hypocrisy is crazy, bro.
It's
It probably is, and I'm sorry for it. I
Thank you,
mean, that's
Log.
how
I
we all
appreciate
do
it,
If you're
Finn.
sorry for it, then change.
I'm
This is
trying.
weird
I'm
behavior.
doing my best. I mean,
No, you're not, because it's really easy to just not think like
Wait,
this.
Parker,
You know what
so
I
it's
mean?
okay for you
I
to
mean,
have
no,
a
it's the way you're
girlfriend
raised. The
that
It's
psychology.
really easy.
Wait,
It's really
actually,
easy to.
actually, I
No,
studied
Marco.
psychology.
No,
I actually
Marco.
studied
Marco,
psychology, and it's really
Marky,
hard to change the way you were
Marky
raised.
Mook, Marky Poo.
See, you cutting me off right now. That's the way you were raised. It's hard
Because
to change that.
I was still speaking.
Okay.
That's how I was
What?
raised.
You cutting her off. That's the way you were raised.
Yes, it was, and
Anyway,
it is. There you go.
Marco, it's really easy.
What?
It's really easy to like learn different information and then go, I'm not gonna hold to that anymore.
Wait,
The fact
It
that
is,
you
but
have
it's
to
hard to
fight
act on it.
yourself.
Marco,
to
would
not
you say
hold
that to your
this?
girlfriend? Your girlfriend tells you did something wrong. You're like, oh, my psychology indicates I can't likely change.
My psychology taught me how to gaslight like a G.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that kind of laugh, I would not be able to deal with that. Anyway,
Okay, I mean, I'm fine. You guys roasted me. I haven't roasted any of you guys.
I would not be
Nice
able to
of you.
fucking deal with that. Would piss me off immediately. Immediately.
It is. I'm sorry. I didn't even. My laugh was so mad.
Hey, yo, W Lovers
Kayla,
Lock.
thank you for the lover's lock.
Hey, all I'm saying is, if a girl fucks a bunch of guys, she's more
We heard you
likely
the first
to
time.
be
We
a
heard you
whore.
the first time.
All
We heard
right?
you the first time. We heard you the
I
first
agree with
time.
that statement.
Don't fucking restate the statement, okay? Yeah. So why?
Because I gave you guys my reasons.
Oh my god! And it was biased. It would apply to men as well.
Okay, I mean, your guys' reasons apply. I mean, I don't know. I just
No, they don't. We don't think it matters.
Yeah, we're asking for a relevant difference between men and women. That means that it would matter for women and not for men.
I really think that women just have more of an opportunity too, and if they take that opportunity, it means they're going to take that opportunity more when you're married with them.
Yeah, you don't have any evidence for this.
Wait,
Like,
does that
literally
apply
not.
does that apply to rich men though? Because rich men also have more opportunities.
Hey, thank you for the lovers lock, baby. Thank you.
Yeah, it does. But honestly, you have to be able to trust your partner, and if you can't trust your partner,
Wait,
man
did
or
you say
female,
yeah,
then
it
it's the
does?
same thing.
So wait,
And if
a
you-
rich man who has a higher body count is also like less valued because they have more opportunity?
No.
Why not? Why
Well,
not?
because we're rich. Rich people in America, they get valued more than anybody.
No, but you just specifically talked about the opportunity though. You said you just said that women have more opportunity and therefore they're going to be valued less. And therefore that could apply to also rich men.
Well, rich men don't have much opportunity. They go finding it. Well, girls just
Okay,
walk
fine.
around.
They're
and
not
go,
rich men, attractive men. There we go. Hot men also have more opportunity.
That depends, actually. I think decently.
No,
Oh
it
my
does not
god!
I
Can
think
you
a
just
decently.
hold
Hey,
to something?
no. I think a decently attractive girl gets approached more than a good-looking man.
Can you hold?
These girls
to
are a little
something?
shy. Well, girls are a little shy, so they're not going to go run up to guys constantly.
Oh my
Guys are going to go
God.
walk up to girls constantly. It's
I
kind
need
of.
to know what kind of women you people. are
Celebrity
fucking
attractive
around.
man. Is that okay? Can we ask that?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking.
I say, I don't
Ryan
know.
Reynolds. Damn.
Ryan Reynolds, I mean, he has a high standard to hold. If he's
Oh my
every
god.
girl, then it's probably bad. I wouldn't
He's
say
dating
it's
Jennifer
fucking-
Lopez. No, the fuck he doesn't. Okay, be for real.
Wait, Ron Reynolds is dating Jennifer Lopez?
They're married.
Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah,
That happened a while ago.
and he is not happy. Let me tell you that.
I thought it was Blake Lively. He was married
that.
to Blake Lively.
Wait. Oh wait. Then who am I thinking of?
Ben Affleck is who he was thinking of.
All these white men look the same.
Dude, I was about to say
It's just a white guy with a beard, man.
he's married to Blake Lively, and he was married to Scarlett Johansson.
Fun
Oh,
fact
damn.
though, he married
that's
Blake
what I was
Lively.
thinking of.
Wait, fun fact, he married Blake Lively on a plantation. I just wanted to let that out there. They had a plantation
Yeah.
wedding, so
Okay, that's people are
Well,
just.
Parker
related.
doesn't look like the
It was
rest of
probably a
them.
nice view. I mean,
did you just say a plantation would be a nice view,
well, I'm
Marco?
just saying, I don't think they meant it as like a racist
Marco,
thing.
Did you
It's
just
that-
say
God,
a
oh my
plantation
God.
is a nice view, Marco?
It could
Are
be a
you
field.
good?
It could be a field with mountains. You never fucking know.
Marco, like I really want to know. Like I don't know why you're laughing.
Because I'm not taking this serious.
That's weird.
Why
That's
are you
weird.
taking this so serious? It's a Sunday. We have.
Why is it cool for you to laugh at the thought of two people getting married over the blood of thousands of slaves?
Because I don't think it was directed in that manner.
It doesn't matter. It's in bad taste.
Okay.
Like, what's
Wait,
funny about that?
would you want to get married at Auschwitz?
I mean, I would rather get married in like Hawaii. That'd be my dream.
Oh my god! Like, are you doing
I
this on
answer my
purpose?
question. Answer my question. Would you think it's okay to get married at Auschwitz?
What the fuck's elf shit?
Jesus,
Okay,
Dude,
I'm
the
sorry.
American
Get him outta
education system, I can't.
dude, I would get him. I would
Pretty bad.
the way I
I'm
would
so
kick
sorry.
him.
I'm done.
Mod, sound him.
I got you,
Sound him.
honestly.
You gotta go. You
What
gotta
did I
go.
do?
Marco,
lame, bro.
Marco,
Get out.
I'm sorry, man.
Like, no.
We're
no.
just gonna
That's what I'm
gonna
saying.
drop them both, dude.
I couldn't even imagine.
Ain't no way.
I literally cut off a guy because I felt like he just wasn't smart enough for me. If he would have said this shit, oh
I'm
my god,
sorry. How can you live with yourself when you're this dumb? Like,
Kobe, that's the whole thing though. Like, they can live with themselves because they don't know anything.
Yo,
he
Tyler,
really
how old are you?
said,
19.
What's that?
Hogan, how old are you?
21.
Zachariah, how old are you?
I am 21 years old.
Okay. Tyler, do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
I think that it matters for both of them, but it matters more for women.
Okay. Hogan, do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
I think it only matters because of the way places.
Okay, so he doesn't hold the view. We're gonna go to the next person. Zachariah, do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
I'm going to base this on the argument towards the stigma of society where men think it occurs more for
Do
women.
you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
I'm a bit undecisive, but no, not really. I think it's
Okay.
all the same.
Appreciate you coming up. Only send a guest request if you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men. Zumi, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
Yeah, it should matter for women,
But not for men?
but not for men.
For sure. Jay, how old are you?
22.
Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
I think I fought it.
Huh?
I fought it.
Why did you have to announce that?
Because you need to know.
Why?
I'm sorry, is this
Parker,
supposed
you're
to be
keeping him
funny?
up here for
secret.
way too long.
Dude, I just honestly, I was like considerate, or not considerate.
No,
I
I
was just
think-
like, why the hell is this guy like this? I just want
But
to know.
actually, I think that was a good strategy to embarrass them. Like, to make you feel pathetic for
Yeah,
doing
because like, why are they
the
coming
joke.
up and saying that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just going to mention about Marco's point when he was like that women get more opportunities. Just really quickly, I just thought I would speak for all women. If by opportunities he meant that I go out and get harassed by men who want to belittle me and be like, oh yeah, you're going to go home with me tonight, aren't you? Then I'd rather say no. So I'm not really, like, I was really confused with his whole point. I was waiting to say that. I was really
Marco didn't know what Auschwitz was. I don't know if we should be.
I know it's kind of
referencing
funny
him.
because I'm actually in Poland right now because I'm from Poland. So it's like 1 a.m. over here, and I was like, Jesus, like, what the hell?
That's the American education system.
Literally part
you
of
know?
World War II. Do you know? What
Yeah,
I mean?
no, education is illegal in America. So
like at this point. But yeah, no, Patricia, appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Actually,
no,
like that's about to be like an unironic statement at some point. I swear. That's good.
Wait, what is this new format you have going on?
This I was just gonna do this because we have so many people up here. I was like, might as well.
I'm so sorry, but I had a question because I was really confused by a lot of the guys that came on here and said that it mattered for women
Me both.
and not men, because I was confused by the terminology of opportunity. Like, what do they mean? Like, what does opportunity mean?
They
Because
just mean
like,
the amount of people that want to have intercourse with them.
Yeah. They believe that it's wrong for women because they themselves do not have the same opportunity. It's literally just like they're in the cell.
but I'm just like confused by that statistic because it's not.
We are too. You and us both.
What
I
they're
also
basically saying is that men have lower standards and therefore they approach more women, and women have higher standards and they approach less men. That's what they're ultimately saying.
Yeah, and I also had a question. There was this one guy that came on here that was talking about, oh, if women have a higher body count, then they're more likely to cheat, and that if a woman doesn't have two parents in the household and have a high body count, they're most likely to cheat. And I was just wondering if any other guy believes in that ideology. Like, could you like explain that in more detail? Because like they say
They
some
can't.
things, but
Hey,
there's
local.
documentation.
Just first of all, really quickly, this is a DM conversation. Second of all, they can't. They can't.
Okay, that's great. That's all I had to ask. Thank you.
For sure. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Josh, how old are you?
41.
Yeah, do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
It does matter for a woman. The more men she sleeps
Should it matter for women but not for men?
Yes.
Okay. Ben, how old are you?
I was just talking to you earlier, man. I'm 31.
Oh, do you
I
believe
got
this?
a good reason, though. I got a good reason.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, for
All right.
sure. All right, Zumi, you do as well, right?
What's that? Say that again.
You believe that a high body count should matter for women, right? And but not
Yep,
for men.
I do. Yep, 100%.
Okay, for sure. So go ahead.
Well, I think it's because of pregnancy. That's the main thing, right? Because a woman gets pregnant, for that reason, I think a high body count matters for them and not for men. Men don't get pregnant. If it were the other way around as well, then I think it would matter for both.
Wait.
So if women are infertile, it doesn't matter?
No, it still matters for them as well.
So
But
it's
they
not
can't get
pregnancy
pregnant.
Yeah,
Each,
but
each
overall,
man that a
we're
woman
looking at
sleeps with
penetration.
can have an effect
Penetration
on
is
her
for the person.
offspring.
So wouldn't that mean it matters more for men then?
No, because a man can't.
Oh wait, no, you said.
And Josh, wait, can you give me
meant to-
evidence?
Yeah.
It's on some family something
No.
website.
That's not even what the claim is. The claim is if you have kids with that person, that it then
No.
can impact like your future children. And this is not a claim about just body count.
Well, the higher each man you sleep with will have an effect on your offspring.
He's saying
give me
that
evidence?
like their DNA will get into your offspring or something.
No, not your
Like,
DNA. There's some biological. I don't know. I read it a long time ago.
Fucking source it up right now. Source it up.
We'll give you
source it
time.
up. I've seen it.
Josh, you made the claim. We'll give you time to go look it up. We have other people we can reference
the
in
source
the
at?
time. While we wait, because I've not seen that to be true anyway.
All right, so let me ask you guys
Google
something.
it. All you gotta do is say Google.
Josh, yeah, that's exactly what you should be doing right now. Don't tell us to do your homework. Go ahead.
Is there any way you
Done my
guys
homework.
into where we're coming from? Is it like, does it have to be a study?
Yes.
If it's an empirical claim, yes. Okay. If you don't want to have to produce a study, don't make an empirical claim. It's that simple.
Okay, you know what? I guess that's a good way to live. But
that is the way to live.
I was like, that's how we best come to truth.
That's how
yeah.
we determine literally anything to be true.
so, Parker, if you found out that the girl you're dating has been with every guy on your campus, you would still be with her?
Yeah, if I love her, absolutely.
What?
Like I don't know why you guys ask
You wouldn't?
questions like
Do you not
this.
love someone? Have you ever loved someone?
I wouldn't give anybody a chance to sleep with all my
No,
friends.
guys, everyone stop. Josh, I don't know why you're still speaking. Go look for your fucking source. Second of all,
Why don't you stick something in your mouth, lady?
I will tonight. So,
What, bro?
so
Josh,
like I
what the
said
fuck is
before-
wrong with you, bro?
Aren't
So-
you
What
in
the
your
fuck is wrong with you?
40s?
Yeah, like what is wrong with you? Literally so childish.
Well, you're rude, you get rude back to.
Do you say that to
speak
your
to people how
like to
you
your
wanna be
children,
speak
like to
to.
your daughters?
She's not even being rude, bro.
What a
Did he just
weirdo.
leave, bro? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
What a baby. Can we get some baby bottles in the chat, please?
Anyway.
Man, I don't know what you're laughing at.
I mean, I didn't say that.
I mean, we get it. You hate women. You don't talk to your mom. We understand, right? Or maybe she made this monster. I don't fucking know.
DJ, how old are you?
I'm about to be 40 in a year.
Yeah, do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
No, I think they should probably matter the same. My issue though was with that.
So, Parker, you would literally be with your girl if you found out what I just said.
I don't know
What, do you
why
know
you
what love
keep
is?
asking this.
Hmm?
Do you know what love is?
I think that there's love and then there's being smart and not smart.
What? No, tell me what love is.
Love
You're a
is-
maniac. How old are you?
32.
Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
Should or does?
Should.
So
Oh
like
my God.
Personal opinion, do I think that the way things are should be different?
Do you think it should
That's
be the case
idealistic,
that
yeah.
women should be looked at in a more
He said-
negative
he said-
connotation
he
for
said
body
yeah.
count?
Get him out.
You do?
Do I think that it should?
What is the question?
Like
say?
why?
Hey, I'm sorry, Zio. You're
Well,
a maniac.
I'm
Is
curious.
there an issue with like the question that I asked?
Well, yeah, I'm curious why it is that we're asking like should versus like
Because that's the
way
question.
things are.
Because we know the way things are. We're asking what it ought to be.
A lot of the people that you guys are talking with are describing the way things are, and then a lot
and
of
we
them are
correct them
saying
every
point
time,
blank
my guy.
that-
And we correct them every time. We are asking if something ought to be the case. We're not asking if it is the case. Everyone in this panel knows that this is the case. We're not asking that.
Okay.
We're
And
asking,
do you
ought
guys
it be the
believe
case?
that it should?
No.
No.
No. Do you believe that there is a similar backstop for men?
What does that even mean?
So if men want to go out, if a man wants to go out and find someone to sleep with who's a woman,
We don't think it matters as
Do
long
you
as
think-
it is
well,
consensual and enthusiastic.
that's fine. Yeah, consensual,
We don't care.
absolutely. But do
We
you
don't-
believe that there is a similar backstop for men versus for women?
I don't know what you mean by backstop. Like
you're
do
just making up
Are
words.
you
So if
trying to
I
say
have-
like a double standard?
It's not. I'm making up the word. It's a word. So if you have like $1,000 in your bank account, you can go buy something, right?
What?
If you have $1,000 in your bank account, and you got to go to the store. You can go get food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't have $1,000 in your bank account and you go to the store and try to get food, you can't, right?
I guess.
Dude,
That's a
why are you
backstop.
telling us this?
Like, I just
How is
don't
that a
understand people
backstop
like
means you just
this.
can't do something? So
No,
what
it's
do you
just
what do you
how-
mean women can't have Well, I'm so confused what you mean by that.
I didn't say that they can't. Men and
I don't
women
think.
can
I think
both
we're
have
talking a little bit too
intercourse.
much. Do you think it should matter for women and not for men or not?
Why do you think we're talking too much? Is there something wrong with talking about
Because
what we're trying to
I
talk
feel
about?
like
Are you guys
we've
trying
been-
to talk
because we've
about
been
it, or are you
speaking
just
for-
trying to bully
Because
people
here's the
off
thing.
of here
No.
so they agree or
Zero.
disagree with you?
It's because we've been speaking for maybe like 3
no, I
minutes,
totally
and
get
we
that.
still have not gotten to a single conclusion about what the fuck your view is.
Why?
Right?
Why do you?
So
think
do you
that, why do you
think
think that?
that Zero
why do you
maniac?
think that you
Sir?
should have a conclusion
Sir?
about my view within
Sir?
3 minutes?
Because
This is a debate platform. We're clarifying your view so that we can actually just have like a further discussion. If you can't clarify your view, it's obviously going to be like.
You think
like,
that it's possible for someone to
unproductive.
have a concrete view on this subject that's so
Yes,
binary?
people- wait, I'm sorry, Zero Maniac. I do this for 6 hours every single day. Everyone else can define the view. For some reason, you're having an issue with it.
No, I'm just curious.
It might be
why-
a skill issue on your behalf, but like I don't know what's wrong.
No, there's no issue.
No,
I
like, so,
just don't-
like you were
I
asking
just-
if we were asking should it be this way or is it when the background says should, when this entire
Yeah.
conversation is about what should be the case. So I don't know. I don't understand why
So I
you
think
wouldn't
that
have
most
understood these things.
everybody would agree that like things should be different, whether they think that it's
No, there are plenty of people that don't think
not
that.
body count.
There are plenty of people who don't think that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's been doing this
So,
for hours. Like, what is your
yeah, I
clue?
get that.
What
I
is your
can
clue?
definitely sense that you guys have been going over this repeatedly for
Oh my
hours.
god.
I mean, it's very obvious. You don't have to
Zero
keep
man.
repeating
Can I
that.
Just
ask
But
you a
wasting
question?
time.
do I
Zero man.
believe that it should matter?
Yes. Yes. Do you
No.
believe that?
But it.
Oh
No,
my
you don't.
fuck!
Okay, great.
So why aren't you guys having the discussion?
Jesus.
I'm
to
sorry, bro.
the
The
people
comprehension.
in the requests, like I feel like Parker has set his boundaries already. If you agree with the prompt, then like if you disagree, I mean, if you think it should matter, then request. If you don't think it should matter, then don't request. That's a clear boundary. I don't understand why you have to come up to say you agree with Parker and then you just get kicked.
I feel like they just want to get our attention at this point. I literally have started blocking my own supporters because they do that shit.
I think
They
it
don't
actually
listen.
happens more when Tashika's here. I don't know what it is. I have no clue. It happens more when Tashika's here. Like I don't know if people are trying to like piss her off or something. But like
It's not racism, Tashika. You get
Be
on the
quiet,
mic.
Ben. You hate your mom.
Sid, how old are you?
I don't hate my mom.
I'm 19. Or
Do you
I'm
think that
20.
Do you think
I'm
that a
20.
high body count should matter for women but not for men?
I don't think it should matter for men because I don't swing that way. So that's just my opinion.
But you do think it should matter for women?
No.
Oh my fucking!
Why did you request?
I just like.
I literally just told y'all. I literally just told y'all. If you agree with Parker,
Did I vision Coral?
don't request. And
you know
what do
what?
y'all do? You still effing request.
I'm gonna need
leave.
Yo, we're
I'm
gonna
literally
need
going
reparations.
Wait, Tashika. I'm
Sorry.
literally going to embarrass you and make you feel pathetic
real.
if you come up here to say you agree with Parker. Just
What's up,
leave.
Tara, how old are you?
Say to the DMs. Damn.
Have the common decency to leave if you agree with him.
Yo, Cash App and Venmo in the bio. Give me them fucking reparations. Y'all do too.
Tara, how old are you? Okay. Let's go on to the next person real quick. Only send a guest request if you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men. We're gonna get someone
Yo,
up
be
here real quick,
nice?
everyone.
No.
Yo, what's up? How old are you? DJ, are you there?
Yeah, 40.
Yeah, do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
No, I just want to get on here and say y'all are trash. Y'all are rude as fuck.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, brother.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for that, brother. That's real gangster. Thank you, Edith. Do not gift me.
Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
23.
Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
Yeah.
Okay, why so?
Well, men are generally more horny than women, yeah.
Who?
You said what?
Who?
Say that again?
I said
So
men
men
are
are more
genuinely more horny than women, correct?
Oh, not me.
Well, you're not the whole fucking women population.
Oh. That's an outlier.
So does it not matter for Tashika?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, not saying that,
There's
but she's
there's
not
never
everyone.
been a time where I haven't been DTF. Like it there.
Well, I think
I-
you should have
I
some more
don't care.
respect for yourself then.
What are you talking about?
How does that mean she
shouldn't
doesn't have
matter.
respect for herself?
You want to come through, Tashika?
Hell no, I would never do it with you. Not your. Not
What
with
do you
your-
mean, bro?
Anyway,
Ben asking is crazy.
yeah, just because I have a high libido doesn't mean I don't have restraint. Ben, you and I would never even
Nah,
be in the same room. I'd spit in your face. You know, like it's not. It's not even unless you like that.
You can spit on me.
Gross. Anyway. I'm gonna. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, the people in the chat said he probably did get it. He literally says it.
I hate this. I hated every.
In all
I
honesty,
need
I
my
feel like I
reparations
can't
immediately.
come to a
Chad.
common
Thank you for the
ground with
galaxy.
you.
I need the reparations.
After you
Hand
said
over.
that, like,
Every
Hand over the
single
fucking
part of
reparations
that.
right now.
I puked
feel like
a little
that's-
in my mouth, and a little part of me died.
He just gave me acid reflux, bro. He just took 30 years off my life.
You could get it too, Convey.
No, drop him.
Who the hell is Convey? Who the hell is Convey?
Yeah, he's getting dropped. He's oh gosh, we have to go through
Ain't
the
no
whole.
way. Ain't
She never even made any
no
fucking
way.
advances on you. No one would ever touch that.
Yo, what's up,
I
how old are
don't
you?
flirt with anybody. Don't come for me, please.
Vera, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
I swear to God.
No, that's ridiculous.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm
Wait,
saving
Parker, I
them by
gotta ask
kicking
you,
them
okay,
off.
what's the purpose of sex?
The purpose of sex? Like, what do you mean? You mean like intercourse?
Yeah, like what's the purpose of it?
Wait, before I'll answer this. Dave, how old are you?
30.
Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
Dave, I
Yes.
swear to God. Okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the purpose of sex, I think it depends on the circumstance, right? Certain times it could be pleasure, certain times it could be expression of love, certain times it can be for pregnancy. It depends on the circumstance.
Okay, but ultimately, does it lead to reproduction?
Nope.
Is that what it's used for?
Not always.
No,
Ultimately,
right,
it does
but,
not
like,
in most circumstances.
You don't know what something is ultimately purposed to do unless you know the conscious mind that created that thing.
If the
We just know that
opposite-
things have
if-
particular abilities. At the very least, we could say that like sex
Hold
and the
up.
pleasure that we. I'm still speaking. At the very least, we can say that the pleasure that we get from sex incentivizes reproduction, but it's not required for reproduction in the slightest.
Okay, but if the opposite sex engage in that, right, it could potentially lead to reproduction, right?
Well, evolutionarily speaking, it always leads to reproduction. We've only
No.
had like birth control only in the past.
Not always. That's completely false.
That's not false.
Right. Even from an evolutionary perspective, it does not always do that. Right. And individuals who are infertile, and you can even look at the statistics now. Right. Most intercourse does not lead to reproduction. Right.
Well,
Dave, have you engaged? Have you had kids?
Obviously, I don't mean that in every.
Dave, do you have
single-
kids?
I don't have kids. No.
Have you had sex?
Damn.
I've had sex because I
Okay,
used
so most times that we engage in sex, we all know that
I use
it does
protection.
not.
That's not the.
No
That's the
shit.
Thank you, Morgan, for the $10 Venmo.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
So
that
you think it's
every
okay
time
to
you have
engage in
sex,
intercourse?
you're
That's
I'm
not,
not
for
saying-
reproduction.
Can I finish? I'm just saying, not every time you have sex, it leads to a child, but I'm saying that eventually it will happen, yeah.
The
Not
whale is
always.
an insane statement.
So, like again, my point would be is, you think that intercourse that is non-reproductive is still going to be okay, because you've done it plenty of times in your life.
No, that's not the issue. I basically just stated the facts that if you want to look at it from an evolutionary perspective, then body count does matter.
No.
Why
From
not?
an evolution. What do you mean from? What part of evolution are you What part of evolution are you comparing this to right now?
Because women are the ones that bear children. They have to be very selective in which partner they choose.
And
in
if they don't
order-
bear children, does it matter?
Brooke, thank you for the dollar.
Yeah, it's still.
Can I thank you for the $2?
Well, again, if you look at it from an evolutionary perspective, then you
I
would
just asked you
assume
a
that
question,
most women bear children and are fertile. Of course, you
I
can
didn't.
look at-
But that's not what I asked, though. I'm asking if it is the case that they do not. Brooke, thank you so much for the $3 over Cash App. If it is the case that they do not reproduce or they cannot reproduce, does it matter?
Ram, thank
matter
you,
what-
Ram, thank you for the
It
$5.
doesn't matter what like the overall population is evolutionarily known to do. It's whether or not
Yeah.
they fulfilled this particular role, and if they don't fulfill this role, does it matter?
Yes.
Well, when I'm talking
Brian,
about
Daddy, thank you for the $10.
when I'm talking about evolution, then I'm also talking about like something that is wired within us, like instinctive. It's not like a conscious choice.
What is instinctive?
Instinctive in the sense of your preferences with regards to the other sex.
I'm asked. That is extremely vague. That can refer to a bunch of other things.
Yo, Smitty, thank you so much. I
Basically,
appreciate the
just partner
galaxy. Thank
selection.
Like I don't know why you keep talking about this. You're saying from an evolutionary perspective. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well,
from an evolutionary perspective, everyone should have a high body count because like
No.
we've seen
Evolution-
with I'm still speaking, Dave. We see within organisms like through evolution that their main as it looks to us, their main focus is to reproduce. And if we have sex as much as possible, then we will be more likely to reproduce.
Okay.
So if anything, evolution would require for both sides to have an extraordinarily high body count.
That's exactly what I'm trying to disprove, because
Can I-
women
Mm-hmm.
try to be very selective with their partner choice
Mhm.
because they have a lot of how do you say, like a burden in the sense of that they have to bear a child for 9 months, and so they want their genes to be like reproduced with
Do we
a
still hold to this fuckery?
That's not
in,
the
in
only
the modern
reason
day.
as to,
Well-
wait, that's not the only reason as to why women are selective though. Like that's like women aren't selective only for for reproductive reasons, right? Women can also be very
but if you want to
women can also be selective. Yeah, women can also be selective for safety reasons, right? Like for example, when it comes to online dating, women don't want to end up getting unalived or get up as essayed or abused, and therefore can be extra selective. So it doesn't have to do with reproduction alone, or selective for pleasure as well. That's true.
well, if you
Brandon,
look at
thank you for the $5. Thank you, Brandon.
behavior,
Thank
like
you for all the gifts, by the way, everybody.
in the overall context, you look at human behavior, a lot of it is driven by evolution.
No, so that's the thing. When it comes to preferences, right? Yes, there are certain instinctive biological factors that influence our preferences, but you are negating the fact that societal influences also play a significant role within like shaping our preferences, right? So when we look at cultural norms, values, the media, education, personal experiences, all of these different things also contribute to our tastes and desires and preferences as well.
Of course.
So if you are consistently on like in TV fed this stereotype of women with a high body count being less valued, right? You're going to have that preference. It doesn't necessarily mean that that is rooted in your biology. It just means that societally you have been shaped and influenced to hold this certain view or perception.
And why do you think that
Rampy, thank you for the $3.
perception
Thank you.
perpetuated?
Hmm?
Why do you think this perception is like perpetuated?
Misogyny.
Are you insinuating that this is like the reason it's perpetuated is for a valid reason? You're not going to hold this to any other stereotype.
Why wouldn't it be?
Right, because like black people are seen to be like lazy. Is that because black people
What?
are actually lazy?
No. What?
Right. So then you don't agree with yourself.
I've never heard.
Where did you pull that
about
one
the-
out of?
You're really gonna sit here and say that there isn't a stereotype of black people not wanting to have jobs and being freeloaders?
I've never heard that.
I've never heard that either.
Well, that is a stereotype
never heard that either.
of black people. Right?
Dave,
That
are
is
you
just-
German, by the way?
Yes.
Ich komme auch aus Deutschland, gell?
Schön.
Yeah. Like that stereotype is also present within like German society. I don't know what you're talking about. This idea that like black people are lazy or whatever it is, like those racial stereotypes are also present within German society. So I understand why you're
bilingual
thinking as if
queen.
they aren't present, right? But also these stereotypes about women, that does come from misogyny, right? It comes from the idea of trying to control and police female sexuality and female sexual agency as well. It can be used as kind of like a way to dictate what is deemed acceptable or moral for women in terms of like sexual behavior. It can be caused by objectification and dehumanizing women as well. And in doing so, you are continuing to reinforce patriarchal norms, right? And power structures that continue to prioritize men's interests and perspectives over women's.
I disagree with this.
What do you disagree with?
I disagree because like the whole point of sex is for reproduction. So like
you
all
would
this,
never
like-
be able to determine that ever, right?
Well, that's the whole point of it.
It technically is. but-
You will never be able to determine that. The reason being, like I've said before, is that we do not know the conscious mind that created sex, and unless you know
How
that,
were you born?
because my parents had sex.
Exactly. There we
That
go.
doesn't mean that is the purpose of sex.
Yes, it is. That is the purpose
That's the
of
whole
sex.
purpose of it.
There's
No.
obviously other reasons.
No, okay,
why
so
to have
I'm gonna
sex.
ask
So
you.
it's
I'm gonna
like
ask
when
you
you
a
have a
question.
high body count,
I'm gonna
right?
ask you a question. If I had a painting, right, but you used it as a coaster for your mug, what was
Would
the
melt.
purpose of me making that painting?
What's the purpose of a car?
What? That was a dumb question.
Why was it a dumb
Wait,
question?
hold on. Let me ask a question with a question. What's the
Can you
purpose?
answer? Can you answer
No.
her question instead of just saying it's a dumb question? Answer her question, please.
Bro, I'm trying to argue with you, not these two other women.
Oh, you hate women?
Bro, you can't
Nah,
argue
bro.
against them. You got no arguments.
Cooked.
The question is, why should a high body count matter?
And you
to
can't
No,
argue.
really?
not men? They're not agreeing with it, so why are they even on here? Every
What-
single time one
I
of
don't
us
think
talks,
I
they
don't
just
agree with
interrupt
it. Wait, what are you talking about, dude? Are you that lost?
What,
right?
How am I lost?
Right. We both, me, Athena, and Tashika, all think that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
No, really?
Right. So no, we mean should. We're both saying it should matter. You're saying it should matter. Right. We're asking why. Right. Why should it matter for women and not for men? You're not providing a reason.
I have been providing reasons.
What's the
You
reason?
guys- I started and I said men are generally more horny than women. Yes, correct.
Okay. So in the circumstance where a woman is very horny, does her body count not matter?
One.
Nah, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter how horny someone is. Next.
Anyway,
Yes, it
so yeah,
does.
like the
Bro,
conversation.
I said pregnancy.
It's in a man's nature.
Oh my god!
In
please,
a
let's-
man's nature, how is it in a man's nature? Can you describe to me how that
Okay, every
makes
man,
sense?
actually not every man, 51% of men
Oh,
would like
fine,
to have
that's
sex
that right
every
now.
single day, yes?
Find that stat right now.
What'd you say?
Just look it up on Google, bro. If you don't believe me, then you look it up. I'm telling
No,
you.
what
the
did you
stat.
say? I didn't quite hear you.
51% of men want to have sex every single day, where 7% of women want to have sex every day.
Okay. So
Okay.
again, in the circumstance in which there is a woman who wants to have sex every single day, you're saying her body count doesn't matter.
You just like me for real.
Well,
Okay,
it's
anyways.
all about.
So he can't answer. So
Okay,
so that's
any
not what
other
matters.
species in the world, okay?
So that's not what matters. So then what's your point?
Yeah, and
Are you gonna pivot
it's-
to something else? Man's nature? What is it?
It's in a man's nature. It's in a man's nature to have sex more often, okay?
Okay, so then I'll ask you in the circumstance in which a woman has this particular quality, because you said that's what determines the nature, right? Would it then matter? And you say no. So then again, I'm asking you specifically, what then demonstrates that it matters for women and it shouldn't matter for men?
I'm just, I don't know.
You don't know? No,
Damn, that's
see,
sad.
that's tough.
Anyway, like the question that we asked before. Thank you for the concession. W's in the chat. So like the question we've asked before, in terms of like the purpose of sex. If I made a painting, and then you used it as a coaster, what is the purpose of the painting?
It's useless. But wait, hold up. Let me answer that with a question.
Jesus
What's the purpose of a car?
To get from place to place.
Okay, let's say a car can't drive.
Yep.
Then,
You can use it as a house, right?
but the original purpose is to get from place to place.
Exactly, but how would we determine the car's like purpose?
my
But
original
Zumi,
purpose-
you're about to
so
prove my
that's the
point.
original
Zumi, don't
purpose.
stop now. Zumi, you're about to prove my point, love. Right?
Go ahead.
Because without knowing of the person who made the car in the first place, you are not going to be able to determine the purpose of the car, because the purpose of the car very well might have been for it to be a home, even though it has the ability to go from place to place.
I
You
don't
can say
think
that the
that's what
car
the
has
man was
particular
thinking.
abilities, but
The
without
purpose
knowing the
doesn't
conscious
matter.
mind
No, hold on.
that
Who the fuck
made
made
the
a car
car,
for the purpose
you
to
will
be a
never
home?
know its purpose. Now, without knowing the conscious mind that made sex, you will never know the purpose of sex. You will know sex's abilities. You will never know its purpose.
Yeah, but the purpose doesn't matter in this
That's
argument.
literally his argument.
Okay, so if you define purpose in your own lens, right, then you can define purpose as multifunctional, right? There can be multiple different functions that could be a purpose in a particular scenario. It could be pleasure, it could be expression of love, it could be reproduction. It doesn't have to be solely based upon reproduction.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be, but just because that's there, right? That's why body count matters. If that weren't there to begin with, it probably wouldn't matter.
No, okay, so again, if someone can't reproduce, it doesn't matter?
No, it still matters for them.
So again, so it's not about reproduction.
No, it is. Hold up.
No, it's
This is a
not.
contradiction.
They
Hold
literally
the
both
second, right?
concede, and then they're like, oh, but it's
No, but we got to go further. That's
Bro, you
right?
can go jerk off and get pleasure. Why wouldn't like?
You understand that? Wait. Are you saying that? Are you saying it's the same as engaging in sex with your partner?
No, I'm saying the point
Okay,
of
that's what I
sex is
thought.
to
That's what I
fucking
thought. He just said no. Dude.
The point of sex is to reproduce. If you want pleasure,
No,
you can
it's
do that
not.
yourself.
No,
it's not.
Yes,
It's
it
really
is.
not. We just
Yes,
went over
it
how
is.
you would never
Yes,
be
it
able
I don't
to
know.
determine
Every
that.
single
I don't know
single
how you
time I've
think-
engaged it in my life, I have not
Why do you-
tried to get tried
Why do you
to
think
reproduce.
people are born by that?
Wait, do you not get blowjobs? Because isn't the purpose of the mouth to like eat and not necessarily to like engage in blowjobs? So are
W,
you
Athena?
getting a blowjob?
Yeah, but that's like
pleasure. I'm saying
foreplay,
that's for
right?
pleasure.
Blowjobs are
So are you
foreplay.
telling me all three of you are against getting a blowjob because
No,
that's not
that's for pleasure.
that's not
That's
the
not-
purpose of a
No,
mouth?
no, but that's,
I'm distancing
foreplay.
myself
Oh,
from
now
the
all
other
of a
two.
sudden you don't care about the purpose of things, right?
Dave said
Wait,
he's
hold on,
distancing
hold on.
himself.
Reproduce in the mouth.
W.
So wait, all of a
No, no.
sudden,
Reproduce in
Blowjobs
the
are
mouth.
foreplay. And some guys, they can't
now
get
all
hard
of a sudden you
unless
don't
they
care
get
about the actual purpose of body parts, right? When it
What do you-
comes to a blowjob. That's interesting.
They're like, okay, it benefits me. Now I'm okay with it.
Oh, W double Sanders.
No, but wait, hold up. I got an answer to this. Some guys, they can't get it up unless they get a blowjob.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway,
What?
I don't
It's
I don't
the
know.
truth.
That's
It's
not
the
a
truth,
fun.
so-
Dude, who the fuck are we
that's
talking to
not
right now?
How is that a real thing, bro?
Parker,
That
who
is
are we
illegal.
talking to right now? First of all,
How
that's
do
not
you
true at
know
all.
that? How does he know that?
First of all, because he's one of the men who pressure
Maybe he's
women
one
into
of them.
because you're one of the men who pressure women into giving them head, right? Because you trick them into believing that you're not going to get pleasure out of the sex. You fucking can. And if you can only
so
get
you
pleasure
see-
from getting
I
head,
give an argument.
you need
and
to
I
go
get
to
this.
a
Come on, bro.
doctor.
Come on.
Go to a doctor or therapy.
Are we
Either- both,
arguing
maybe.
or are we just insulting each other?
I'll pay for it.
What is
Hey,
this?
do you realize? Wait 1 second. You
My
tried to
argument
argue.
is some guys can't get it up.
No, hold on. You tried to argue that sex is not about pleasure because the only purpose of sex is
I didn't argue
reproduction.
that. I think
But
it
when
was
I
the guy
brought
told me.
no, you did.
No,
You
no.
did.
We're not
When I
saying that
brought
there's
up
no
when I
pleasure
brought up the
involved.
blowjob aspect, though, even though like giving
no
a
one's saying-
blowjob isn't necessarily
Wait.
the purpose of
You
the
can't
mouth.
reproduct
all
during a
of a
blowjob.
sudden-
That's the thing. We're not
According to
saying
your
there's no,
worldview, it would be wrong. It wouldn't be the purpose.
we're not saying that there's not pleasure involved. Obviously there is.
That's not what the argument is. You said that the purpose of sex is for reproduction and that's why it matters.
That is the
mouth
main
is not
reason
made.
why. Oh my god.
Am I still speaking?
I don't give a fuck. Like,
I don't give a fuck.
you be cutting everybody off
I
too.
just be cutting everybody off.
When?
I heard the dirter. I can't get it up unless somebody suck it. Right? Anyway, right? So yeah, like I was saying before, you were talking about whether or not these things have a particular purpose. You acknowledge that the mouth's purpose is not for giving head, right?
What? I didn't. What?
Whoever's argument it was.
No, it's one of the purposes. I'll say it's one of the.
No, you
purposes.
cannot say it's one of the purposes. No.
Just
There is no. How do you determine this? You're just making up this rule.
Because some guys can't get it up. That's why.
I don't care.
So
Like,
basically,
I don't care.
Wait,
to-
why
don't
can
either.
wait?
You know what I mean?
Can you explain to me
Why
how?
does that
Can you give me
matter?
any scientific evidence to indicate that that's actually a real phenomena where it is literally only true that they can get it up if they get a blowjob?
Oh, bro, you gotta look it up.
obviously that's bullshit. So basically,
No, it's
what-
the same concept. It's the same concept as like blue balls. It's not a real thing. You just have
yeah,
ED.
obviously.
You have ED.
Tashika, wait, hold on. Tashika, wait. Can we recognize and acknowledge how one of your team members just called your argument bullshit? That let's just marinate in that. Thank you.
Oh, bro, we're not a team. You know,
We're not a team. We're
We're
just
not-
Y'all
we
definitely
all have
circling
our
it.
individual views. You
Y'all
guys
are
just-
definitely
we're not a
circling
team.
it right now.
well,
Wait, we
I'm
all have
trying-
individual views, but who's not in like actual good standing right now? It doesn't seem like us. It seems
Oh,
like
bro,
y'all.
I
like,
am
nah, I don't care
trying
about
to
that.
make a point for the argument above in a very neutral manner. I'm not trying to like disrespect anybody. I'm not trying to be misogynistic. I'm just trying to view things from a, as I said, evolutionary point of view and try to discuss, wait, all around the world, women who have a high body count are frowned upon. Why is that? There has to be a little bit some truth to that, except for misogyny.
Oh wait, if you can
Wait,
only
why does there
get-
have to
wait
be?
a minute, hold up. If you can only get an erection by getting head, it means you have low testosterone.
Oh my god, this argument again.
Anyway,
Why do you have to like keep talking about this?
Dave, she
It's
just brought up
honestly-
extra information. Stop, bro. I gave you a response to what you just said. Respond.
I didn't hear it, sorry.
Say what you said again, and I'll respond to it again.
Basically, my point was that I'm trying to look through this argument with a neutral lens and ask myself, okay, basically all of the world, throughout the world, the image of a woman with a high body count is frowned upon. And I'm asking myself, why is that? And the answer, just simply saying, oh, it's because of misogyny, that's it, is not very satisfying for me. So I'm trying.
So,
What else are you
Parker,
looking
you can go
for?
ahead.
No, go for it, Athena.
Now, I was gonna say, isn't anti-blackness also a global phenomenon with regards to anti-black stereotypes being present in every single on every single continent? So, would you say, based on that premise, that there is some truth to anti-black stereotypes because it's present in every single culture?
I wouldn't agree to the anti-black culture.
Why not?
I wouldn't say that.
That's the same thing, though. Like you just said, women having a higher body count are frowned upon globally. So I'm telling you, okay, fine. Black people are also frowned upon globally in every single culture. Anti-black stereotypes exist.
How do you agree with one but not the other?
No, that's just
How
racism.
come you're saying when it comes to women, there's some truth to it, but when it comes to black people, there is no truth to it? Even though those stereotypes that are kind of negatively depict black people are present everywhere.
No, that's just racism. Racism is everywhere.
Yeah,
but I thought he said it's not possible.
Wait,
for it
he just
to
ran
be
right into
misogyny.
Athena's point.
I only
Yeah,
ask
thank you,
myself
Zumi.
why.
No,
But it's
wait,
not just
Dave,
black people.
Dave,
There's like
you tried to
racism
say,
towards other
you
races
tried
too.
to, wait,
it's everywhere.
Wait, Dave, one second. You tried to say the stereotypes about women having higher body count is present globally, and therefore it can't only be misogyny. There has to be some truth behind it. So I'm saying, okay, fine, let's apply that logic to another marginalized community. Anti-black stereotypes are global. They're present in every culture, in every community.
I don't
Does
agree
that
with
mean
that
just because
statement.
they're present in every culture, in every community, that there is some truth behind it?
Wait,
You said no.
my argument against this is that every culture and community frowns on racism.
Not necessarily anti-black
It's-
That's
it's the
stereotypes.
definitely
truth.
not true.
What did you say?
What world is this guy living in?
He said every
What are you
community
talking
what?
about?
Every community, like
frowns
all
upon
across the
racism.
world.
Oh, that's not true at all.
That's
That's
not
the
true at all.
truth.
That's not
over
true
time,
at all.
Over time, they
Bro,
frown
go
upon
ahead
it.
and go to
There's
China.
people in
They put that
every
shit on their
community that
fucking
probably
lawn, dude.
frown upon it. Yes.
Are you kidding me?
So no, it's not frowned upon in every society. Anti-black
Well,
stereotypes are not frowned upon
you
the
can't
same
speak
way
for everyone.
Yep.
misogynistic stereotypes are
Exactly.
also not
You
necessarily
can't
frowned upon.
speak for everyone though. There's definitely
We're
a
not
person
speaking for
in every
everyone,
type
but it
of
is a
community that
phenomenon
frowned
across
upon
the
racism.
world.
Sir, I'm a very well-traveled black woman who has lived in
Yeah.
multiple regions as well. And I can clearly tell you, not only from an academic perspective, because I've studied it, but because I'm a well-traveled person from personal perspective, that it is not frowned upon globally. Pinger, right?
I think it is.
Respectfully. So as I'm saying, anti-black stereotypes are a global phenomenon. The United Nations has recognized this as well within multiple reports. I can give you those reports. But just because anti-black stereotypes are global does not necessarily mean that there's some truth behind them. And if you can recognize that stereotypes can exist without any statistical evidence, why don't you apply that to women?
First of all, okay, you're conflating one thing with the other. I'm speaking about a specific issue, meaning that.
Where does she conflate it? Where's the contradiction?
Can I finish?
We know what you're speaking about, but like, where's the contradiction though?
Yeah, let me finish and I'll tell you. So you're talking about anti-black statements as a whole, while I'm speaking only on the certain topic about why high body counts matter for women and not for men. So that's one specific issue. And if we look not just in the last 100 years, but basically since the existence of culture, it has always been perpetuated that the woman who has a lot of, even like if you want to look at like
Why are you
scripture of the
restating your
Bible.
proposition?
I'm not restating it.
Am I tweaking?
My argument is just because it's present everywhere does not mean that there is truth behind it. because there are harmful stereotypes that apply to different communities that are present globally. But just because they're present globally does not mean that there's truth behind it, right?
Obviously,
so
that
that's the
doesn't
same thing with
necessarily-
isms. Yes, that's why ableism is a thing. That's why homophobia is a thing. That's why queerphobia is a thing. That's why misogyny is a thing. Because these isms can exist globally without there being truth behind them.
Obviously, that can happen. I'm not
Okay,
disputing that.
perfect.
Okay,
Mhm.
but to go back to my original statement, I only said that this notion that women with a high body count are frowned upon has existed for a long time. Like
Lucas,
it has
thank
been
you.
in the
Thank you for the
Bible.
$5 on
has
Cash App. Thank you,
existed
Lucas.
for
Obviously,
a long
racism
time.
has existed.
So
all-
Dave, I'm gonna ask you the same question that I asked you before. Holy shit! Instead of restating your proposition, we understand. I just want to make this clear, Dave. We understand your argument. We
Yes.
know exactly what you're saying. We know exactly what Athena is saying. You're saying that she said something wrong, that she is conflating the information in which you put forward. Now we are asking you, where is the contradiction? If you restate your goddamn proposition again, I'm gonna lose my shit. We know exactly what your argument is. You have not given us a relevant distinction between what you said and what Athena said. And if you cannot give us a distinction, that means you disagree with your own argument.
I don't disagree with my own argument. I'm trying
Then
to
tell us the
I have-
contradiction.
I have only given you an introduction.
I'll tell you
and
the contradiction.
I have been interrupted, and it has been Athena has been.
I'm about to crash out, Parker. I'm about to crash the fuck out.
Wait, a person doesn't choose their race,
Dave-
but body count a person chooses.
Zumi, that's not what we're arguing here,
So
okay?
if you want to look
Dave,
at
where is the
human
contradiction?
behavior, let's look at human behavior. What is determined by human behavior?
Why are we pivoting?
Tashika?
Why are we pivoting?
No, that is basically what I'm trying to argue.
just-
here.
just
Why
say it.
people
Just
behave
make the
way they
argument.
behave. That's at the core
Dave, just make the argument. What is the contradiction between
I
your
am not
proposition
trying to make
and
an
Athena's
argument.
rebuttal?
I'm trying to explore the question.
Jesus, you do not have to do this.
Yo, can I make
don't
an
have
argument?
to
You
do
are
all this
so
work.
annoying. Oh my god.
I'm very annoying, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to make an argument, okay?
No,
I want to give an instance in which a
No,
body
she's
count would
interrupting me constantly, and
I let you speak. I literally let you speak.
do not.
You don't let
Silva, I
anybody
just saw it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Dave, tell us the
There's too many people.
contradiction between what you said and what Athena said that makes your
Can you
logic.
drop it? Just drop it, okay?
So you can see.
Wait, I will
So you can
disprove
see.
Athena's argument right now, okay? First off, right, if a person did not have a choice over their body count, like let's say they have Japan, and the 1940s when China was being invaded, they use Koreans as sex slaves, right? In that case, like I wouldn't consider their body count as
Zumi, no one's
something
listening
that
to
I
you.
would
Dave,
regard,
did you
right?
concede?
But racism, the same thing, right? A person
I
doesn't
didn't.
choose their
Zumi,
race.
I don't even. I couldn't even hear what you said.
Wait 1 second, Zumi. Can you please repeat it? Because I didn't hear it. But
Yeah, that was super
Thank you,
loud.
thank you very much for the gifts, by the way, Smitty. I appreciate you, Smitty.
If a person has no choice
Mm-hmm.
over their body count, then it wouldn't matter. Just like
No,
a
it's not about
person
their
who
body
has
count.
no choice.
It's about that you apply their body count to matter because they're a woman.
Well, if they have choice over it, right? They have choice.
Wait,
over
no,
it,
but
and
it's
they
not about the
sleep
body
around,
count. The
then it
men have a
matters.
choice over it as well, but you don't think it matters then?
Yeah, because men don't get pregnant, bro. That's why.
Okay, so but it's not about pregnancy because whenever women are infertile, it still matters under your worldview.
Wait, but don't men
yeah,
have a
because
choice?
overall, the whole point of sex is for pregnancy.
Wait, hold
not
on
in the
one second.
circumstance in which they're infertile.
That's just one case, though. That one case doesn't matter.
And I'm
for the
talking
whole-
about that one case.
So you're gonna take one case and apply it for everything?
Yeah, that's
No, I'm just applying it in this one case. Why are you so dense?
So why does that one case matter for the whole though?
Oh my god. Oh my.
See,
god.
I'm showing you as it relates to your reasoning. So you
Okay,
reject
so
the
one
reasoning
case
in this
doesn't
scenario.
matter,
Why do you
right?
accept it in others?
If one card doesn't work, it doesn't mean you're gonna discount all other cards, bro.
Dude, does this guy
Like
dude.
it's impressive actually. I'm actually
What
quite
relevance
impressed.
Case
does
is
that
just
have
one
to what I
case,
just
bro.
said?
It's just like a single case. You're not gonna overlook like everything else.
You're looking at the whole.
I'm asking you
making the
what,
argument for the
why do you
whole.
apply the reasoning in one scenario but not the other?
Because I'm looking at the whole. I'm not looking at one thing.
That's not an answer.
It is. What
No,
the heck?
it's not.
That's how people apply their lives.
You saying you looking at two different things is not a reason.
Because I look over here and I look over
You're
there.
coming down the elevator, right? Are you gonna every time think and be like, oh, this elevator is not gonna work, or are you just gonna use the elevator?
Why are we comparing women to elevators? I'm a bit
I
confused.
actually don't even understand the
example,
concept
okay?
there.
It's an example. So,
But what does it demonstrate
it's not gonna work,
conceptually?
right? You're not gonna use the stair. every
Zumi,
single
no
time.
one knows what you're comparing.
The comparison is he's using that one instance for the whole. You look at the whole. You don't look at that one instance.
I'm asking you, dude. It's like he can't listen to what I'm saying.
No, I know what you're trying to say. It's just
What is he trying to say? Can you go ahead and repeat his argument?
he's talking about infertile women if it applies to them. But I'm saying that's just that one case. Like overall, you're looking.
Yeah,
at
and
the
if your
whole
reasoning
aspect.
doesn't apply to this, well, then how can you say you have good reasoning?
It still applies because overall, you're looking at all of women.
No.
Yes,
Oh
and
my
that
God.
includes infertile women.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's
dude,
just that one case, bro.
Zumi. Here's how logic works. You cannot have exceptions to your logic. Exceptions hold no logical basis.
Yeah,
It's just a special
There's
plea.
always exceptions to
Special plea.
everything.
No, there is not.
Yes, there is.
No, there is not.
Yeah, it's special pleading
Albino
unless you
people, bro.
provide a
That's like
relevant
one
distinction,
exception
which you
right
have
there.
not provided.
It's
Okay,
called a
here's an
special
argument
plea.
out.
Special pleas hold no logical value. It's just like a preference thing.
If it comes down to sex, right? Like a woman, she's taking it. Okay, so like the whole point.
Like what
whole
the
point of
fuck is
sex,
going
right?
on, bro?
The whole point of sex is
He just
for her.
pivoted to now there's penetration, so that's the reason why it's wrong.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's
dude.
pretty much the reason. Like she's.
So you're
being
just describing
penetrated,
the action.
which
that
is
they're
what it comes
engaging
down
in.
to. That's
So
So
all-
if I,
yeah, yeah,
if I
so-
penetrate
so-
my boyfriend, does it matter?
if you what?
If I penetrate my boyfriend, does it matter?
Why would you do that?
I asked you a question.
Yeah, it matters for him, but why would you do that to him?
So his body count would matter then if he got penetrated?
His body count would matter, yeah, because he's being.
What
penetrated.
fucking
No,
logic
so,
is
so
this?
what? No, what he's doing is he's trying to specifically look for the action that women engage in, particularly to engage in sex, and then
Yep.
what he's doing is he's saying that action is bad because again, in this particular scenario, it's just because they're women, right? It's still that they're both engaging in consensual sex, right, and that it's a hookup. But it's only bad because of the action that the woman engages in. This
Yeah,
is
they're
literally
being
just saying it's
penetrated.
bad because she's a
Exactly.
woman.
No, they're being penetrated. Like
That's
like,
the action
What
a
is-
woman
what is-
uses
what
or
is wrong
engages
with that?
into in order to engage in
the,
sex.
the whole.
That's
whole
like
point
saying
of
it's
that
bad for a
penetration
man
is to get them
because he's
impregnated.
penetrating someone else.
So what I'm getting from your argument, Zumi, right, is that the woman is going to find out that I don't do sex very well because she's going to compare me to other people that she has slept with. And I don't want to be replaced because I'm a very, very fragile man. And instead of working on myself and working on actually doing the sex in a good
Have you been
way,
Have you been
I'm
penetrated
going to
before?
try to control the woman and tell her not to do the sex with other people. That's what I'm getting from your
Well,
art.
let me ask Parker. Okay, Parker. Let's say you find your girl who has slept with 100 people, right? In the back of your mind, are you not gonna think she's been penetrated by 100 people?
That will be the fact of the matter, genius.
What? Like
In the back of
he
your
just said
mind.
the most trivial shit I've
Are
ever
you
heard
gonna
in my life.
Are you gonna know that she's been penetrated by 100 people if she's been penetrated by 100 people?
Well,
Parker?
that's what you'd logically deduce from that. If that's
It's almost
what
like
the
you
definition
believe
is of
a
what you're
thing
referencing
is
in this scenario.
itself. That's
Wait, are you
fucking
gonna
crazy.
think that? Yes or no, bro?
Is he
That's
like
what the information would entail.
Dude, like what?
Like what? If there are 10 apples in my hand, I'm gonna think there's 10 apples in my hand.
Okay,
Okay,
he's saying it's
but
not
we're
going
not
to have
talking
any
about that.
effect on how you think about the girl.
Like
Yeah,
am I
yeah,
gonna
bro,
have like
if she's been
like
penetrated, definitely.
if they have differences in like the way that they view things different to mine that's not compatible with me, it could, but if not, no, it's not going to change the way.
Okay,
Okay.
let's say there's a woman that's been penetrated 100 and a woman that's been penetrated 0.
Why do,
They're
okay,
all the
so
same,
so
okay?
so why don't you say the same
Personality,
thing? A
everything's the
man
same.
that's penetrated 100 women or a man that's penetrated this many women? Like, why don't you reference it that way?
Or why don't we talk
Because
about
the
how the
man does
man
the penetrating. That's
has
why.
been hugged 100 times, right? And there's a difference between a man who has been hugged or enveloped 100 times and a man who has been hugged or enveloped one time. That's also intimate. Why is that man being hugged by other women's body parts? Like, again, that's totally like disgusting, right?
Because you
So why
hug
don't we
your
apply
mother,
that to
you hug your
everybody else?
grandmother, you hug like what?
Yeah, that's completely different.
That's so different.
Yeah, it was like you just yeah. Okay, so again, what is the difference? That's what she's asking for, and you're not.
The difference is okay.
What's the difference between
is
hug and sex?
Yes.
relevant difference that you would provide, right? I know, like, they're so dense that they can't even understand the reason why she's asking the question.
No, it's because
I didn't talk about your
Here's the thing,
body
though. I'll let
getting
you go on
hugged.
that
I
one.
talked about a certain
Nah,
appendage
I'm just
getting
saying that I
hugged.
genuinely think the main
Wait, I'm talking
reason
about
for
a certain
sex is to
appendage getting
reproduce.
hugged and not your body, Pinger. Like, please,
Sorry?
come on.
Sorry, my bad. I was talking.
No,
Say that
Mike,
again.
Kobe, you dared to ask them to think. That's punishable.
I didn't say your just your whole body getting hugged. I talked about your appendage getting hugged. If you're talking about penetration, let's talk about your appendage getting hugged by 100 women. Why wouldn't that have an effect on you? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, fair. I'm just saying that I think the whole point of sex is to reproduce. That's my like.
Oh my
You
god.
cannot substantiate that. You just didn't
Okay,
listen to her.
okay, just let me talk for like 2 seconds.
Yo,
okay?
where are
Let
my
me
fucking reparations, bro? I'm
just let me talk for 2 seconds.
I'm sorry, you cannot ask to talk if you didn't listen to a single thing she said.
I've
Like,
been
that's the
listening.
dumbest shit I've ever
I've
heard.
Then
been
what did she
sitting here. I
just
haven't
say?
talked for so long, man.
What did she just say? Damn, that's so crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. The
That's so
crickets.
funny. Oh my god.
Yo, it's not the same, man.
Like,
Okay,
chill.
Like,
Yes, no. If you were listening, like both Parker and I would be
Think
able
of
to do
every
that.
single other species on this planet, okay? If you think about that, okay?
I don't know if that's a lot of species.
Women or female animals, okay? They reproduce. That is their job. They have babies. They nature their babies.
I think
Male
the purpose of
animals go
fucking
around and
human
have
beings
sex.
is a little bit more complex than what
Obviously,
exists in
because
the
we have a
context
society
of nature.
and money and all
Obviously,
that. But I'm
that
telling
isn't
you, if
even
there
the
was no
case
money
for-
or
that's
society,
not even the
men would
case
be
for all
reproducing
animals. What
everywhere.
do you
wait,
mean
I want to
nurture
ask
their
Parker a
babies?
question. He evaded this one. Parker, okay, two girls, one 100 body count, the other one 0. They're all the same in all regards. Which one would you choose?
Indifferent.
Which one would you choose?
If they're the same in all regards, you're indifferent.
They're the same in all regards.
Yes.
One has 100 body count.
If
the
they
other
are
one
the
has 0.
exact same in all regards,
Except one has
there
100,
is
the other
no
one has 0.
difference.
If they're the same,
Come on,
then
bro.
what
Answer
would be the
question.
issue?
Just say 0. Every man would want 0.
Yeah,
Again,
because they're
you-
weird.
Again, if they're the
No
same
man
in all
wants 100
attributes,
body count.
you would have no reason why you would be saying that.
You would just have a preference for the one with the lower
Yeah,
body
like
count.
that
And
would
if
just
you
be
do
an
have a
incoherent
preference,
preference.
and if you have a
Most men.
preference for the one with the low body count, what would make
isn't
like
it true?
if they're I'm still speaking, Dave. I understand you like to talk over women and you don't let them finish, right? We know you don't let women finish. But shut up.
They don't
Okay.
finish, but let her, please.
Yeah, thank you, right? But yeah, like I was saying before, like the only difference would be like your preferences, and the issue would be why you prefer the one with a 0 body count over the one with a 100 body count if nothing about them is different.
Because she hasn't been penetrated. That's why.
Yeah, that's weird. You're weird.
Nah, it's not weird.
It's
That's what
super
every one man wants. Okay, they don't want a woman that's been
I
penetrated.
think
You
at
want
the
it- so you want a
core of
child.
the issue is that most men.
No, I want an adult.
See, I don't know why most men care about this, because ultimately speaking, right, most women aren't going to like orgasm from penetration. So like, I don't know what you're scared about, bro.
Wait, let me ask you this. Tashika.
Yes, what is your
Because they want
pleasure?
kids, Parker.
Let's say
I don't know why
your
we won't
man
admit
has been
this.
penetrated 100 times. Okay.
I
And a
think
man
at
has
the
been
core
penetrated
of
with
it
this.
is
Which
that
one would you
most men think they can derive out of the information that a woman has been with 100 men certain other behaviors that is likely to happen if
It's
they.
wrong. It's not
I know,
likely
I
to
know,
happen.
I know. I've slept with tons of women who had
sure you have.
a lot of body counts, so I don't matter per se, but I think that the two should be held to a different standard.
I
What did
agree.
that add to the conversation?
Hot dog, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And
dog
you,
is
you realize other species, right, have very terrible characteristics. Like some of them eat their offspring. Like they grape other members of their species. They murder them and kill them. Well, not murder, but kill them. So again, like under that notion, like why would you look at other species for this particular behavior, but not any of those?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay, so all these different species, they engage in eating their offspring in some circumstances. They engage in killing each other. They grape other members of their species, right? You don't look at any of those behaviors from these species, but you do look at the behaviors related to like reproduction as the defining characteristic of your purpose as a human fucking being.
I mean, humans kill each other all the time.
And that's bad, right? You don't think that's good?
They don't do it as like a general rule of thumb. They don't kill their offsprings or something like that. Like
They
don't
literally
that.
do. They unalive each other. They unalive their mates.
And the question was about human beings, so I don't understand why we talk about different species now.
You guys
I mean, that was me, not him.
You
like,
brought it up?
Yo, I got a question.
I didn't bring it up. So.
Y'all ain't even listening to each other, and I find that to be really funny.
We just all have separate views. Like, that's the thing.
Who?
We all just have separate views. Like, we're not on a team here. You three are on a team. We're not. We're just.
We're not on a team, bro.
I mean, that's only because we've reduced your views down to being separated, right?
Yeah,
you
but my whole
guys
thing
don't
is
know how
like-
to debate, so you can't reduce our views down to being separated.
Because your
Sheikah
guys'
has a
point of
huge
view
head
is
and doesn't
can
shut
only
up.
be reduced
I have a
to
huge
everyone's
head
a
and doesn't shut
misogynist,
up.
and that's it. There's no argument.
Yeah, if you have
because
no
everyone is a
if you
misogynist.
have no argument, right, and you just have a prejudice against women, you are definitely I'm definitely going to call you misogynistic. Okay, come on, be so fucking real. You literally have prejudice against women. Of course, I'm going to call you a misogynist. What?
No,
When I'm a misogynist.
what
No,
I've
no.
been trying to say from the beginning that there has been a reason why women have been frowned upon to have a
We
high
know.
body.
And what
Kobe
reason
gave
do you
a
see to be
whole
relevant
fucking
morally
argument.
speaking?
Wait,
What reason do you
Parker.
see to relevant?
Parker,
There's
do you
no
think
moral-
chivalry is
Zumi, hold
misogyny?
up. Zumi, can you wait a second? Like, stop being childish.
There's no moral issue here.
You guys are doing that.
Women have to
Zumi,
like,
we're literally having a conversation. Are you like that dense? Okay, go for it, Dave.
women have to bear children for 9 months.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Yes.
Okay, me.
And so your sexual partner selection is very important. If a man has a lot of sex with like a lots of different women, he basically doesn't have to expend a lot of energy for that in order to.
So the expense of energy. So if a woman has to expend a bunch of energy, her body count doesn't matter? Like,
No,
for example, if she like only fucked celebrities and she had to expend a bunch of energy to be able to have intercourse with these celebrities, would it then be okay?
No, I mean energy.
Oh my! It's like every argument you give, you fucking disagree with.
Okay, me personally,
can we
I'm not
be for
wifing
real
up a
at some
girl that has
point in the
100
day?
kills.
What are you talking about?
Me personally, I'm not wifing up a girl that has 100 kills, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't have sex with them.
100 kills is crazy.
Yeah, that is
Okay,
crazy.
that is crazy. I'm
Dude,
just
what's your body count, bro?
like 28.
Okay, is 28 acceptable in a woman?
I'll have sex with her, but I'm not wifing her up.
Okay, so why do you expect her to hubby you up?
I'm not. Did I say that?
Okay, so you didn't. So you think that she shouldn't hubby you up because you have too
I
high
didn't
of a
say
body
that
count.
either.
Oh, okay,
That's
so
up
then
to her, man.
you think
So
she
So
should.
you should be hubbied up.
Wait, no,
No, I said
should
it's
she or should
preference.
she not? Like, if you
I
were to
don't
recommend
care.
it to her, would you recommend her yes or no?
That's up to her, not anybody.
No. Would you
Over-
recommend her yes or no?
What?
Would you recommend her yes or no? Would you be like you should or would you be like nah you shouldn't?
If I
I'm
liked
sorry.
her,
I'm sorry, but Pinger, respectfully, like, you're like just community dick. And I don't think like 28 is too much of a high body count.
Yeah, dude. Honestly,
like,
the public
I don't
bike,
think,
bro.
like, exactly. Like,
your
you
standards
know,
must
you know
be in the
how they
fucking
say
gutter.
every single time
Oh,
you
your girl
sharpen
Kashika has, like,
a
25.
pencil,
I don't know
it
what
gets
you were saying,
shorter,
that's too
right?
high.
So I don't think like community dick should be like actually like I
Community
think like
dick.
I understand why I personally would not husband you up, right? Because you're too much of a community
Yeah,
dick. for
he's
me.
a
And, like, you know
community
how-
urinal. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Damn!
That's
Okay,
crazy.
so listen to yourself right now.
Like
Listen
you
to
have been
listen.
used up way too much, Pinger. Like
Yeah.
legitimately, you've been used up
Kashika,
way
His
too much
testicles are
for
the
my
size of
personal
peanuts.
for my personal
Just
preferences. Like you are used up. Like you are
Yeah.
ran through.
Thank you.
Pinger.
Thanks.
You are ran through. How do you live with yourself knowing full well that you're a
I've
you're a
had 28 different
304?
relationships. Is that an issue?
It is
25?
definitely an issue. Like, please. Like again, at this
It
point,
shows you have a
Yeah,
lack of
how would
commitment. You
how
can't
would
pair
any
bond.
woman ever want to get with you, dude?
exactly.
I
Think
would've
about your
lost the
pair
28
bonding. You
that I've
can't
been
pair
with.
bond if
Wait,
you
can
had
I-
28 relationships.
Wait, can I say
You're
something?
cooked.
Yeah,
How am I
Pinder, you
cooked, bro?
listen. At this point,
You
you
guys
are
are literally
shriveled.
arguing
Listen,
on
you
here
are
that a body
shriveled
count
up by
doesn't
now.
matter,
Wait,
and
wait,
you're telling me
Pinger,
I'm
Pinger,
cooked. How you guys
Pinger.
are going
Listen,
against your own shit right now.
Pinger, you are shriveled up by now. 28 times, like your
Bro,
appendage
listen
has
to your
been hugged.
Okay, ask Tashika
You
how
have
many kills
any
she has.
idea
Ask
how
Tashika how many kills she has.
shriveled up?
Ask Tashika
No,
how many kills she
listen.
has.
Wait,
Why
hold
you
on,
Ask Tashika.
Pinger.
Why are you thinking about this in the context of
Pinger.
I heard you say you have
Let me
20
talk,
kills.
Pinger.
No, we only think it's bad for men, right? We don't think it's bad for
Yeah.
women. It's only bad for men. So, dude, you're just
You
the
guys are
public bike. You're the community
Pinger.
bike, right? And there's nothing wrong with Tashika doing that. She,
Turning
yo, W Tashika in the chat, everyone.
argument
Yeah,
on
W
W
tight
Tashika
tight.
in the chat.
W tight
Wait,
tight.
wait,
Time the
Pinger,
fuck
can I
out.
say
You think it's
something?
okay
Wait, wait,
the
hold
other
on.
way
Wait,
around?
can I just say something? You said you were 23. You're 23 and already have a body count of 28.
Yeah,
You're
why are you judging me?
You are shriveled up by
Why are
now.
you judging me?
How are you shriveled up at 23?
What do you mean?
should
What are
be
you talking
ashamed of
about? Shriveled
yourself.
up?
That's sickness.
That is
bro.
some.
Oh
That
my
is some
God, that's
cheap.
Unbelievable, dude. I can't believe you did that to yourself. How can you
Exactly.
expect to get married,
Where's
to
your
have
fucking
kids?
self-respect, dude?
Or honestly, that you're just like,
Exactly.
it's ridiculous, dude.
You have, like, you have no
It's like
self-respect.
they don't even care about traditional values anymore, you know?
They're not. He's never going to be able to pair bond. Like he's cooked.
Yeah, how are you gonna pair bond with people when you listen? You know how like a gum that
guys
has
are
been chewed up a lot,
my
like
God.
it's way too much, loses its like taste. That's how you are,
And it gets-
Pinger. You've lost
Yeah.
your
You
taste.
guys are so mean.
GG maze. I appreciate
Oh my
it.
God.
Lost your taste.
Like, what is this?
Buddy,
Oh,
shut
no.
the fuck
No,
up.
genuinely, Pinger,
Oh,
you're
no.
like shriveled up community dick. Like,
You're done,
like,
bro.
This is
yeah,
so
I'm sorry.
funny.
You and at 23, this is sad. Like, this is genuinely sad. That
Yeah,
Gen
dude, how do you-
Zers-
What is your
That's
mom
crazy,
think, by the
bro.
way?
Appreciate the
Yeah.
GG. Thank you
What
so
is
much,
your mom
Maze. I
think?
appreciate it.
What does your mom think the fact that you're shriveled up at 23?
Do you think they'd be happy about that?
Bro, your mom's
Yeah.
like
What does that
crying right now, bro.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Because
I'm crying. You guys are
like I
literally
personally,
sitting here pissed off to have 28 kills. I don't give a fuck.
Why do you?
No.
no.
Dude, okay. The funny point that we're trying to demonstrate here is that all of this terminology is absurd, and you see it to be absurd the other way around. But then you use this terminology all the time. You constantly demonize women. You
I'm not.
clearly
I'm
did
not
that on the
demonizing
side.
women.
You literally
look how he
did. What are you
got
talking about?
triggered, though. You see how he got triggered? That's
Bro, you guys are.
interesting. Did you get
I
triggered
think
because
you guys are the only ones
realized
triggered
that?
right
No,
now.
did
I
you?
said that and you guys all flipped.
I'm not triggered at all. Do you
No, we just showed the
realize?
hypocrisy that you care about it whenever it goes the
Yeah.
other way around, but you don't care about it whenever
Yeah.
it's you
I
doing
don't
it.
care. I literally just said.
Well, you
I'll
see
Yeah,
have-
you
very,
don't care
very-
exactly, right? And then
Yeah,
we're
you should
pointing out
be
your
saying-
hypocrisy.
But flipping the argument doesn't really work in the
It
sense
just did.
of.
It does.
It
It
did,
100%
though.
works.
It
You know
just
why
did.
it
Talking.
works?
Wait, let
You
me
know why it
finish.
works, Dave? Because I want it to work. I can clearly say that for me personally, Pinger, respectfully, I don't like community dick, right? So like,
Okay, so
I just
it does
I
matter.
just
So
don't
body
like it
count
at
matters.
all,
So body count
right?
matters.
Look
So
at
body
it.
count matters.
Yeah, it should matter for
Body
men, but
count
not for
matters
women.
men.
Sexual
Body
Why
count
not for
matters
women?
for
Why
men.
not for women?
Because
for
because
men.
here's the thing though, right? Because like
You're
because
actually. This is ridiculous.
yeah, because biologically, when men have too much sex, their penises just straight up stop working. That's not the
Exactly.
same for vaginas. We can keep going.
Exactly.
All right, well, I
you have
promise
you have a
that has not
timeout, right?
happened.
You have a cooldown. We don't. It matters more for you. It literally hurts if you keep going.
That's actually crazy that you want to flip it and be serious about that too.
But the arguments like have more grounding.
That's
the other
crazy.
way
And
around.
you're
No,
actually
they
sitting
don't
here
have more
dissing
ground
me, yet
because
They
you have
actually
like
do.
16 amount of kills.
Right.
arguments-
Also, giving the fact that like you can have sex with 30 women and reproduce with all of them, right? Or even more. You can have sex with a lot of women and reproduce with all of them,
Exactly.
and then create a world of single mothers in which you will never be able to take care of those children, therefore causing more harm
Why
and a
would I-
detriment
if
to
I- the
society.
person I have
right?
kids with,
So
I'm gonna
you
block-
having more sex, you having a higher body count, is detrimental to society, given the fact that you are going to cause the birth of single parented children who are more likely to live in poverty.
What?
You're a detriment to society.
Bro.
Let me also say one more thing.
How many kills do you have,
Women
Tashika?
I looked it
Stop
up.
using that word.
have
What's
a
again? I
different
looked-
sexual
How many bodies do you have,
strategy.
Tashika.
23.
Damn.
Can I just say, I looked it up. By the way. Dolphins have sex for pleasure. and not only for
They
reproduction.
do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So dolphins appear to have sex for pleasure and social
Okay, I
bonding.
bet more
And
dolphins
not
that
only
are
for
men have more
one
sex than
second.
women
I don't know
dolphins.
why. I don't know
Who
why.
are they having
your
sex with?
sentences continue beginning in the middle of mine.
Yeah, let's let Athena talk real quick, y'all.
Yeah, because I've been muted like this whole time. Like,
My
so yeah. So you tried to say that within the animal kingdom, like people, like animals only have sex in other species, for reproduction when that's not the case.
Majority of mammals. usually do.
But dolphins don't.
Okay, I'm just saying majority.
Doesn't matter.
How does it matter the majority though? Because again, we can just bring it back to the fact that a lot of animals eat their
Okay,
young.
majority does matter in a lot of senses. Like,
A lot of most other animals don't care about their young. Like once they reach a certain age, it doesn't even matter. They'll reproduce with their young. So
Do most animals and species put their bad people in prison? Do they have prison systems? Do they have houses? Do they have
Well,
electricity? Do they
that's
have phones?
the-
Do they use
that's the
iPhones?
difference. That's the
are
difference.
they
Do they have toilets?
sitting on are
No,
they
no, no.
sitting debating
Okay.
people on TikTok right now?
Okay.
Like
Okay, if
last
we-
time I checked, that's not happening. Yet we still don't think these things are bad.
I'm saying, okay,
Also,
but if we didn't have
how is
society
there
and
a
money,
way
I
to
bet there would be a
verify
lot of
what the
men
motivation
reproducing way
behind
more.
procreation?
Wait,
or
one at
having
a time.
sex is?
One at a time.
How do you verify what the motivation in any sort of animal is if they're having sex? You can't really say, okay, their motivation is to procreate or their motivation is to
Well, you're just
fun.
disputing the professionals on this. I'm not
Because
the
they
one who
have
claims
mating
this.
seasons. They have mating seasons,
Right.
and some dolphins tend to have sex year round to forge and sustain social bonds rather than just during particular mating seasons.
But
That's
just
how
because
they
there's
know.
just because there's a mating season doesn't mean that they can't
No,
have
do you know what a
sex for
mating season
fun.
is, genius?
Yeah, they can have sex for fun during the
No,
mating
no,
season
Yes,
as well.
exactly.
Jesus.
They're
So, like-
having sex for pleasure and fun. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
They're
so,
not
like-
doing it only during mating season for reproduction purposes, but they're also doing it outside of mating seasons all year
understand that,
round,
yeah,
also for
but
pleasure.
Exactly.
If
So
there's
Dave,
animals that have
Yeah.
sex during mating season, could also very well be that they're doing
Dude.
it for pleasure.
no, because mating season implies that is when the females are fertile. That is when their eggs come into play. If they are having sex outside of that time within the year, that means that, like, first of all, animals know
Yeah,
when
they
mating.
can just be
Dave,
horny
Dave,
and
Dave, stop,
have
stop,
sex for
stop,
pleasure.
stop.
No, don't interrupt me. I've been interrupting.
I was
Sarah, thank you for the
talking.
dollar. Thank you so much, Sarah.
I was literally the one talking. Anyway, animals
A lot
know.
of animals can't give themselves pleasure too, though.
Yes, they do.
A lot
Also,
of them can't. I'm saying.
anyway, yes, they do. Dolphins masturbate. Like I was saying before.
With their hands.
No, obviously they would use something else. But it wouldn't be another dolphin. Like what? Anyway, so yeah, so like obviously like dolphins know. I mean not dolphins, animals in general know when mating season comes around. They know when their partner is not fertile, right? So the fact that they're having sex outside of this particular time shows that they're just doing it because they want to experience pleasure. Like I don't know what you're not understanding about this.
I had a different argument, but whatever. Let's continue.
What was the argument then?
I said that they could have the motivation of procreation is hard to verify. I didn't say that they're not having sex because of how fun it is.
But that would have to be the case though.
Well, yeah, like there has to be like an intrinsic motivation and one that is very like,
No, it would have to be the case that they're participating in this for pleasure.
yes, I agree.
Then why are you talking?
Oh my God, you're so fucking annoying.
What? What's annoying about what she just said? She just disputed your point.
No, the way she just, oh, it's just annoying the way she speaks.
Yeah.
Like how so?
Why are you talking?
Yeah.
Here
Like
we
seriously,
go again with this
I
weird
say similar
ass like,
stuff all the time. Like
here
seriously, like what's the argument then? Right?
Doesn't matter.
Like there is no argument, so
It
then like
was
there's
like
no point.
just like a side
You
argument.
just rude.
How am I
She's
rude?
rude. But you guys are coming on here saying that women are 304s.
You're literally the
Or she's had
misogynist
mustache.
here.
Thank you so much.
I'm not saying that. I love women.
I never said
That's
that
not what
women are
misogyny
three or
means, genius.
fours, and it wasn't
Yeah,
about
bro, that's
misogyny.
not what
I
we're
just
saying.
said that if you want to look at a specific type of behavior, you have to ask yourself, how does this behavior arise? And I get it. Like, pleasure is one argument of the entire.
Wait, we're not
conversation.
asking descriptively what's relevant about whether or not it arises a particular way. We're asking why it should matter for women and not for men. This is an ethical question, right? This isn't a question about why, evolutionarily speaking, it operates this way, right? Because we don't think that just because something operates a particular way, evolutionarily speaking, that means that we should particularly act that way.
That's true, but because women act like counterintuitive to the way they're evolutionary wired.
I don't even know what you're saying, but who cares?
He's talking like he just learned these words yesterday, bro.
Who cares?
What do you mean, who cares?
I don't know why you keep bringing this up. It doesn't mean anything.
Obviously, it means anything if you view it through the lens of if you have a woman that acts counterintuitively as to how.
What does that even mean? Counterintuitively? You're just
Like,
using-
what's your intuition here?
The intuition is that the way they're evolutionarily wired to not have a lot lot of partners.
Yeah, that's not true at all.
Can you please,
I don't
can
think
you
that's
please
true.
provide? Can you please provide a source for that, Dave?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's the other way around. But go off.
I can look some sources up, but
Yes.
So you just said this out of your ass?
Hold on
No.
1 second. Can you, Dave? Can you go right now when you leave the app and go to Google? It doesn't kick you out, right? Go look for a source that says that women are somehow evolutionary wired not to have sex,
I didn't say not
or
to have sex,
to not
be
have
very,
many partners. There we
to
go.
be very selective with choosing their partners. Yes, because they have
This is
different.
the case with males too. What are you talking about?
No, the sexual strategy of women and men are different. Men try to have sex with as many women as possible as to increase the likelihood of spreading their genes. And women have the tendency to select one good partner with good genes. And
Where are you getting this information from? Cite it.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with this.
Oh my god, you people are just.
Oh, okay. So air your disagreement with them.
where I'm getting this information, I can look up some sources and look it
Then
up.
do it.
Okay, just give me 5 minutes.
Thank you for the verses.
Can we also talk about how like there are a lot of perceived risks as well when it comes to not being selective? Like I brought that up before, but I feel like that wasn't acknowledged at all, right? There have been multiple studies that were done by online dating apps that showed that women were very, very selective on online dating apps, not necessarily because they wanted to choose the perfect partner for the genetics of their future generations, but because they just did not want to get violated. They did not want to get harmed because of just
Why
meeting
would you-
random men that could potentially harm them.
Yeah, if you even
Right?
look a little weird, I swipe left immediately.
Because they don't
Isn't that
want to
because
get
there's more
violated,
men on
they
dating apps
choose
than
a
women?
hotter person.
I didn't say
Yeah.
hotter. I said they're very selective with who
Yeah.
they choose.
The thing is,
With
though, is
what
that people who you were
criteria?
attracted. Yeah,
So
Dave.
the only criteria on dating apps is hotness.
Dave, I'm gonna. That's subjective.
Not
in
even
and of
not
itself.
true at all. What are
Yeah,
you
but,
talking
like,
about?
That's
So
all
Dave-
the
Give us
dating
some
app
success.
is all
So Dave,
it is
I'm
about.
going
Why
to
do you
explain-
swipe right? You don't
Dave,
swipe right
it's
because
Dave, I'm going to explain it to you. Right? So like there are certain behaviors or even certain sentences, like even within their bio, right, that can set women off, right? We have been taught to be like very wary of these things. As well as like you probably could put looks into this as well, right? You probably could put looks into it as well because you
Could.
are more likely to find people who you are attracted to be more safe than those who you were not attracted to, right? You could say that this is like a factor in it as well. But like but like given the fact that like we are typically looking for certain behaviors that are indicative of a dangerous person, even the looks don't matter.
You don't think looks matter on a dating app?
No, she's not saying
Disregard.
looks don't matter. She literally just said
Well,
that they
it
do,
all comes
right?
down
But
to
that
attractiveness,
other
how
things
you
were
rate the
determined to be
attractiveness of the other
hey,
being.
They determine that other things are a factor, right? A prevalent factor, likely to a greater degree.
Okay, well, you have to be attracted to your significant other, like in the end, whether you want to be act like you're a good person or not. In the end, you're gonna care about what they look like. Fair.
Again,
but that is after all of the other criteria has been met.
Yeah, like it's not just attractiveness. That's what you're not understanding.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that. Like, but I'm just going at that dating app part. Like,
what I don't know what you're laughing about or what you think you made a point about.
That's what dating apps are. Is if you're
like you right now,
you're
you're not an unattractive person. You gave everyone here the ick.
I don't care. Like, you think I'm on here trying to look for someone?
No, you just proved your point.
What?
You're not an unattractive person. But everyone in here is dry.
Okay, so you asked me to look up.
Dude, I don't even agree with. I'm not even trying to disagree with anything at this point. I'm just here to have fucking fun.
Yes, so if you look,
I'm bored as fuck, and I'm just trying to argue.
The Wikipedia entry on human mating strategies, which is linked to the University of Texas with sexual strategy theory.
Wait, hold on. Wikipedia. Okay, first of all, listen, I'm sorry, but you get failed at uni if you brought up Wikipedia. But Wikipedia, okay, yeah.
That's why I said which is referencing an article.
What's the name though? Wikipedia what?
Human mating strategies.
Human mating strategies. Okay. And then which part should I read?
You can go down to sex differences.
Edith, why do you keep telling me to stand up? Damn!
Okay, which paragraph should I go to?
Boop, I appreciate it.
Short and long-term mating, and then the fourth paragraph. You can.
However, females?
1 second. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 6 paragraphs.
Wait, it says here, however, females also pursue short-term mates, but the motivations differ from males, and females can benefit from short-term mating in numerous ways.
Yeah.
But doesn't this go against what you said? Because it's literally saying females can benefit from short-term mating.
If you keep reading it...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Unfortunate developments.
That's rough. In the meantime, everyone tap that screen. Let's run it up to 500,000 likes. I'll probably be on for the next 30, 40 or so minutes.
So it says conversely,
you can check out the video I just posted, everyone.
By serious committed sexual relationships with relatively few partners. While male generally pursue a short-term mating strategy when possible, female typically pursue a long-term mating strategy. Long-term strategies are characterized by extended courtships, high investment, and few sexual partners. While pursuing a long-term strategies, females are able to get resources from males over the course of the relationship.
What does the last sentence say? The last two sentences.
Additionally, human typically do not...
The sentence before that, sorry, the last two sentences.
However, both sexes pursue both strategies and get benefits from both strategies. I didn't
just debunked your whole point.
I didn't dispute that it's...
Wait, it says... No, it just debunked your whole point. It literally says both sexes pursue both strategies and get benefits from both strategies.
Again, I didn't say it is always the case that... But my argument was from an evolutionary perspective, that has been the
It doesn't
main
agree with you
driving
though.
factor that
We're justifying
generally
its
men do this and generally female do this.
Yeah, but it doesn't agree with you though. If it says here, the last sentence says, however, both sexes pursue both strategies and get benefits from both strategies. If it was from an evolutionary perspective, it wouldn't have benefited the woman to have multiple sex partners because it's from an evolutionary perspective. But the fact that the source that you gave me says, however, both sexes pursue
I can
both
read that sentence
strategies
too. I
and
get
get
it. Yeah.
benefits goes to show it's not coming from an am I dumb?
It doesn't
Isn't that what
mean
it
that
says?
exclusively men.
But if it's
use
for an
short-
evolutionary, I'm so sorry. If it's for an evolutionary reason, it should not benefit the woman.
Wait, no. I said generally women pursue long-term strategies while men pursue short-term strategies. It doesn't mean that there aren't women who pursue short-term strategies and men who have pursued long-term strategies.
And why did women typically in the past pursue long-term mating strategies?
Because they invest a lot of time and energy, because they have the child to take care of the child basically for the first few years. And so their strategy of choosing the best mate who will carry on the genes.
Oh, societally, I'm saying why?
What do you mean?
Societally, why were women dependent on men?
Are you trying to go back with misogyny and...
I'm just asking you a simple question.
of wars,
Societally,
that's why, 'cause
why
of
were
wars.
women dependent on men and their resources?
Because of wars.
What the fuck are you bringing wars into
Oh my
this, Suni?
God.
Respectfully, what?
Because of wars, yeah. Like back then. they
No,
used to fight.
not because of wars. I'm saying typically within society, why were women in the past, in contrast to today, dependent on men and their resources?
Because of wars.
Wars still happen today.
You can answer
big
that
guy.
in a lot of different
Not as
ways.
much,
You can
though.
say like generally...
War still happens today.
You can say
Continue.
generally
places where there are wars, they
men used
depend
to
on men,
hunt
right?
while women used to gather.
That's not
and take-
true. That's not true. Studies recently have shown that men and women were hunters and gatherers. That's just
That's
not
just
true.
a proposition that has not been
No,
verified.
that's just not true. There has been evidence that's been found that women were also hunters and men were also gatherers. The best
that
person did
was-
it for the No, respectfully, Dave. 30, 40, 50 years ago, why were women dependent on men's resources? Simple question.
Because they weren't all working.
Or they were working but were not being compensated. So typically, women, when they had families and they lived in a society where they were not being rightfully compensated for their work, or they weren't allowed to work at all, had to look for a man, right, who would be able to take care of the whole family and them. Therefore, that was their preference, to take care of the whole family. Whereas today, women don't have that preference anymore because I can pay my own bills and I can take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So the long-term strategy is going to be very, very different between today and 30 years ago or 40 years ago.
Okay, I
Aren't
understand
people
that.
getting married less now?
Yes, that's exactly my point. People are marrying less today because
Is that good for
women
society
are
or
not
bad?
being forced into these long-term strategies because they can take care of themselves now.
Yeah, but you're just assuming they're forced. How do you know they're forced?
Sir, I literally have a mother and a grandmother. You know that, right? I'm a
So do
woman
I.
who has
The
mothers
heck?
and grandmothers and great grandmothers who
I,
talked
I
about
do
their
as well.
era and time.
I do as
Zumi.
well.
So if women weren't even allowed to have bank accounts until the 70s, what makes you think they weren't forced to be dependent on their husband?
That doesn't dictate force, though. That doesn't
Not,
mean they were
not
forced
legally,
to go
not
into
being
a
allowed to
relationship.
have a bank account doesn't mean force.
They have fathers and brothers, right? That could take care of them.
Exactly. Being dependent on your father or your brother. Exactly. Being dependent on a man.
So they're
And how
opposing-
long is your father or your brother going to take care of you? Until you're 30? Until you're 40? Until you're 50?
until like a good man comes along.
Can I just give an example? Okay, let's say you're, or someone, a woman is like this emancipated woman in today's age, and she has sex with as many men as she wishes to have. Let's say she has like 20 different guys that she's regularly having sex with. And tomorrow she takes a pregnancy test and finds out that she's pregnant. So she doesn't know who the father is. She has absolutely no idea what she's going to do. While if you take a man... Abortion, yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't answer the father question.
It doesn't matter what the father is.
Well, can't you take a paternity test? Like even if she still wants to have the child, she could just take a paternity test. Like, why are we pretending like paternity tests?
And even if
aren't
none of them want to take the paternity test,
I'm just saying paternity tests are a relatively new invention.
it doesn't matter. They exist now.
Yeah.
It does matter.
That's not relevant. We're not 30 years ago.
That I'm just saying that the way men view women basically is derived from the way it has been.
Thank you for the
viewed
subs, y'all. I appreciate
always.
everyone.
But we don't care
Dude,
though.
thank you for
don't
the 2
hold this
subs.
logic
Thank you.
anywhere else.
Megan, thank you for the $2 as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the subs, everyone.
Also, if she realizes she's going to be a single parent, she can just find a separate party to help her raise the child. It doesn't even need to be their biological father.
A separate party?
Yeah, other than her biological
Maze, thank you
father.
for the 7 months.
What do you mean by
Anyone
separate
willing
party?
to do so, would do just as fine, if not better. Unless you think adopting children is wrong.
No, I don't think adopting children is wrong.
Okay, then, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the dad is. It doesn't matter at all.
As long
Never
as he
has
pays the
mattered.
bills.
Yeah, so whether or not they're biologically related to the offspring means absolutely
Yeah.
nothing.
What
So
matters is the
either she
cash.
can abort it, the biological father can raise the child, or she can just get someone else to help her do it. Or she can just raise the child by herself. Either way, who gives a fuck?
Brandon, thank you.
I think. Continue. Continue, Dave.
No, I'm fine. I'm out, guys. It has been a pleasure to talk with you.
W!
And yeah, I concede. You guys win. You guys rock. Have a good night.
Good night.
All right. Well,
Gute Nacht, Dave.
I will get the another person up here. I think I
I'm
have
going
someone
to.
who
I
wants
don't
to.
concede. You guys didn't change my mind. Take care.
Okay. Early, you're running away, bud.
Parker.
Well, that's good. Do you disagree?
Bro, it's Lucas from the other account. I got banned, bro, yesterday while I was talking to you guys. I don't know what happened.
I get banned every day, so it's.
Bro, I
it's
can even
expected.
log into my account, and I have this, I have this account here, bro. Like I created in January. I posted a video just to go viral and like put a name like a random name. I didn't even know it still existed. So the other guy left.
Yeah. Do you think that a high body count should matter for women but not for men?
Bro, so I don't actually have a very strong opinion on that. I've never talked actually about it. But I was thinking, like, while I was like listening to you guys, I was thinking here, like, how can I put this into words? English is not my first language, right? Portuguese is my first language, so sometimes I'm thinking in Portuguese, I don't know how to put it. So, women with a high body count, I've never rejected women based on their body count. I don't even ask those questions.
No. Like, we're kind of asking the question: do you think it should matter for women but not for men? Like, do you think women should be looked at in a negative way for a body count, or at the same body count a man shouldn't be?
Bro, it's a good question. I'm gonna say yes. I think it shouldn't matter, because so for men, like for them to conquer women, it's different, right? It's different. Yeah, like no, let me try it. Like I said, I'm
Excuse
trying
me.
to make my point now. Like it's kind of hard to put into words. So for a man to get women to sleep with them, it's different, right? It's a whole process. It's very hard. He needs
Why do you
to
say conquer?
conquer. I mean, like in terms of getting women to sleep with him, right? So for a man to get a woman to sleep with
But
him,
to
he
use
needs
the
to be-
term conquer is a kind of wild
yeah,
term.
I don't know if I'm using the correct word. 'Cause I don't know.
Conquer? You have never conquered someone consensually.
No. Like, listen, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm using the right word because Portuguese is my first language, not English. So maybe like it means something different in Portuguese. So what I'm saying is, let me try to make this point real quick.
It does not.
So for men to get women to sleep with them, it's like it's different, right? Like we need to earn it. We need to like talk them into it. We need to be funny. We need to be like it's a lot of things that go into it, right? And women, all they need to do, if they want to have sex, is just like. Bro, if they want to have sex, they're gonna have sex, right? If women
So
go
men
out,
have low standards?
like, how can I say this? Like, bro,
Bro,
so
so you
if-
think of the
if women-
subscription?
if women go out like to have sex, they're gonna have it, right? If they want sex, they're gonna have it. But for men, it's different. So that's why the men that have a high body count are more respected than women, right? Because women that have a high body count, it means that they don't like. This is my opinion, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not attacking you guys.
Do you think
I
it
don't
should
know-
be
I
this
don't know,
way?
I got in like in the middle of the conversation. I don't
Do
mean
you,
to
do you,
attack
do you
anybody.
think it should be this way?
It's just because, like I said, men, they
Yellow
have
fish,
to
thank you
earn
for the
it.
subscription. Do you
Man,
think
they
it
have-
should be viewed this way?
Maybe shouldn't, but like
Oh, it
based
shouldn't.
maybe on societal like concepts of like man. How do you say this? Like
I don't mean to
because
cut you
men-
off, but
like
the
I
point
said,
we're
like,
making
women-
here is that it shouldn't be this way.
But do you agree, Parker, that women like they don't have to do anything? So if they want to have sex, they're gonna have sex. But for men, it's different. Like for
subscription, thank
men,
you
it's
so much.
completely different, right?
I don't
We
think
have
that's
to
true for
earn
all
it.
men, right?
So that's why people say
like
that
and
women that have a high body
as well as
count-
I don't think that's true for all women, right? Like
Oh, yeah, that's pretty true.
no, not for all women, not for all men. Okay, for you to say that, I think is a little bit ignorant. If we want to look at this specifically, we could bring up men who have more opportunities on average, right? Than like would like the average man, right? Or we could say typically than the average woman. In this circumstance, would you say that their body count would matter more at the same amount as the average woman?
I don't know, but like if a girl like told me that she has like a 15 body count, like 20 body count, I would be worried. You know what I mean? Because then it's not really like wife material in my opinion. Because it means that they don't value themselves. You know what I mean? Like they
Do you have a 15 body
Oh
count?
my god.
How does that mean they don't value themselves?
How are you getting this conclusion?
Because like I said, I'm sorry guys. Like I said, I don't have a strong. You guys, I can totally have my mind.
You're
changed.
not offending anyone. What you're saying makes no fucking sense. That's why we're reacting.
No, I mean because you're not understanding my point. Because for men,
I think it makes
because
sense.
That's why men that have a high body count they're respected because it means that they know how to talk. Like
Why
they
do you
know
have
women to
these
sleep with them.
presuppositions?
He's saying that a girl can go out on any night and probably have
can't
sex
prove
because
this.
there'd be a guy that would
No,
be
I mean,
willing to be down to do it.
And again, even if we were to assume this to be true and we bring up a particular stance where like it is the case that there's a celebrity man, right, who's attractive, right, he's going to have more opportunities than the average woman, yet you think that his body count at the same number is not going to matter more than the average woman. So
No, it's
that,
just
that
that
goes
men praise
completely
it.
against your standard.
I think more men just praise that. Like they look at guys with a higher body
Yeah.
count. They're like,
That's
yeah,
what I
and,
mean,
and that
like,
and that's a
because
double
they-
standard. That's irrational, and that's exactly why we consider this prejudice against women because you have this view for no reason.
No, I don't think
True.
that women should be like women that have a body.
I don't disagree with you.
So if
bro,
you consider it prejudice against women, why are you happy to be prejudiced against women?
I'm not.
That's
man.
literally what you just said.
Nah, bro. Oh,
Bro, what I'm
That's what I'm saying.
saying, guys, I'm trying to make a point for you guys real quick. So, like, I don't think that women that have a high body count should be, they should be rejected or something that they're never gonna find a man. Of course, they will. It's just because I think it's bad for both sides. I think men with a high body count it's bad too. You know what I mean? It means that so the more people that you sleep with, the
Do you
more
think it's
likely you're
just
gonna
as
have-
bad for men as women?
It's bad for both sides, but not as bad. I agree that it's bad for men too, but not as bad. Like
Okay, so why do you think it's not as bad?
Because, like I said, the point I made that I made earlier, like women, like they they, how do you say this? Like women, if they want to have sex, they're gonna have it. If they go out and looking for sex, they're gonna have it. But
And again, that's why I brought up a particular scenario where it is the case that there's a celebrity attractive man, and in this particular scenario, he'd have more opportunities on average than the average woman. Well, so in that circumstance, would you say that given that they have the same body count, that the man should be looked at in a more negative context?
Maybe they have the same amount of opportunities.
Even if you consider them the same, would you look at them the same?
Bro, it's a
And
good
you
question.
wouldn't. So then, like, what's the reasoning?
How can I say this? How do I say this? I think it's both. I think it's just equally as bad for both, because the more people you sleep with, the more likely you're gonna have STDs, right? That's just societal current. How do you say this? There's a lot of diseases out there right now. So the more people you sleep with, the more likely you're gonna have STDs. So if somebody tells me that they have a high body count, I'm gonna be very, very worried. Like if I have sex with them, and like if I want to, if I fall in love,
I'll ask you this
it's gonna be a
question.
problem, because we're probably gonna have sex unprotected at one point. And what if I catch something?
So
You know what I
then,
mean?
well, then
That's
that
why-
would be your issue for having sex unprotected, not for having sex.
No, but like if you fall in love with
So
somebody,
I don't see how that
definitely-
relates to just high body count, right? I think it would be
Because-
more or less related to
because, I
like
mean-
someone who doesn't test or someone who doesn't engage in safe sex. Because someone who
but-
engages in sex a few times but doesn't engage safely, right, is probably at a greater risk than someone who engages with many more but does engage safely.
But Parker, let me ask you this. So listen, if somebody told you, like a girl told you, I don't know, do you have a girlfriend? I don't know. I don't want to be like, you know what I mean? I don't know if you have a girl like next to you or something.
He
but,
wifed up.
Yes, he does.
Oh, okay. Oh, that. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. You wifed up? You got married?
No, I'm not
No.
married.
But you guys,
Easy.
you said wifed up. You mean like you guys are? Not
No,
like,
she just meant like we're in a relationship.
They're the cutest two motherfuckers in the world, and I hate both of them.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. I'm happy for you, bro. But like for instance, let me give you an example. So if a girl if I'm talking to a girl, right, and I'm like, let's say I'm starting to have feelings for her or something, and then she eventually tells me that she has a high body count. She tells me, "Hey, look, just so you know, I slept with 14 guys in my whole life." I'm definitely gonna have her. I'm gonna have her, of course, test for something like for diseases before I can have unprotected sex with her. Because when you fall in love with somebody, when you fall
Wait,
in
why
love with
just her? Like if she had 5 bodies, like you would hope she gets tested, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah, for sure. I think
If she had
one
2
person-
bodies, you'd hope
No,
she gets
I'm
tested.
pretty
Like
sure that out there-
you
out there-
should get tested, like, you know?
of course, I'm pretty sure there's out there's somebody who only slept with one person and caught something. I'm pretty sure
can
that
be
there are
born
cases
with
like that. Can you be born with STDs?
Yeah.
Yep.
You can get
that's
past them too.
That's something I didn't know. That's something new. But
So basically,
I-
what you're advocating for, Parker, you and I have read this report multiple times. Who do women get STDs from? Like who are women more likely to get STDs from?
Men rather than women, right? So
Men
if you're basing it upon STDs, women shouldn't have sex with you,
With
essentially.
men, yeah.
W lesbians!
That's what you're saying essentially. So what you're basically advocating for is lesbianism. You're basically saying women should just go into lesbian relationships
I don't
because
blame them. I don't blame
women
them.
are
They
more
like you just-
likely to get STDs from men. Therefore, they should just not sexually engage with men. That's it.
W4B.
Hey, I don't blame women that are lesbian, bro. Women are just I'm just so very attractive to women. So I don't blame them.
No, but that's what you're arguing. You realize that, right? You're
What?
arguing that because
Yeah, no, but
men
like,
are the
listen.
ones who pose sexual danger to women.
You're
And instead of addressing men in this aspect, it's like the fact that a woman engaging sexually with another woman, it doesn't devalue her. But anytime a woman engages with a man, she gets devalued. Therefore, it is the man
Kobe,
that
but
has the
Kobe.
capability of devaluing a woman, which means there's something wrong with the man. And
But
instead
Kobe.
of working on the man and addressing the issues with regards to the men being able to devalue anything that they touch, you try to police women's sexuality, right?
But Kobe, let
Even
me
with
ask you
regards
something.
to you saying, men just accept anything. Men accept anything. Women are selective, right? That is men having low standards. So why don't we address why? 2 points. Number one, men have low standards. And number two, why men destroy anything they touch.
So men can't get the girls they want, though.
Now you're making.
Well, you're a man hater.
One second.
No,
What?
I just don't like
that was-
misogynistic men. No, I'm not a man hater. I'm saying listen, if I
Men
as a
destroy
woman-
everything they touch.
That's what she
Yes.
said.
No, that's what that's what
That's
the
your
entailment.
argument.
That's the entailment of what your worldview would be. That's what she was showing as an absurdity. Silent Rain, appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much.
Exactly. So if you're telling me that me engaging with another woman doesn't devalue me, but the moment that I engage sexually with a man, I get devalued. It's not the woman who's the problem. It's the man who ends up devaluing and destroying anything that he touches. So why don't we focus on fixing the man instead of talking about the woman?
Okay, I think Kobe, real quick. It's Kobe, right? That's how you pronounce, right?
Yes, it's cool.
I mean, of course, there's specific cases. It's not every man. I think you're generalizing. I think that's the word. But let me just go back to the point I made earlier.
Wait, she didn't generalize anything.
I didn't
That was
generalize
your
anything.
argument.
I'm using your logic against you. You are generalizing.
But let me go back to the point I made earlier.
No,
The
address
reason
my
why-
point. You
I
generalize.
will address. Let me just go back to that point I made earlier, just so you guys can understand what I'm gonna say. So the reason why, women with a higher body count than men are less respected than men with high body count is just like I said, women that sleep with too many people, it just means that they have no value, because it means that they're easily convinced to have sex with. They're easily taken to bed.
I don't know how you determine this.
standards. Like they have no
Because you
standards.
just
That's
said
what I'm-
men have no standards and women
What,
do.
what if she just met like men that hit the standards? She has very high standards. She just met
But men
men
don't
that
have
hit
standards
those
apparently.
standards.
Say I'm in a room with 50 Parkers and I suck all of them.
Oh,
right?
dear Lord.
Wow.
Is it wrong?
That is crazy.
I mean,
Wow.
Is
That is crazy.
is it wrong?
That's actually crazy.
If they all meet the standard.
That's
I
actually
don't. I think it applies for both women and men. I think honestly, just if you sleep with too many people, you just have low standards.
No, can I focus
We
on
can't
one
even
thing
hear you,
that?
bro.
Can I focus on one thing that you said, United? Right? I want to ask.
It's Lucas. I'm sorry. It's like I didn't even
Oh,
know.
Lucas. Okay, there we go. Can I focus on one
United
thing that you
problem.
said?
Does
So
that make any sense?
I wanted to ask Parker a question. When you talk about sleeping with somebody, do you use words like convince or conquer?
No.
Have you ever
No.
said I tried to convince her to have sex with me?
No, I've never said that in my life. That's crazy.
So I'm saying again. Wait, I'm saying again. The way that who is breathing like Darth
That's what I'm
Vader?
saying. They're all
Yeah,
they
bro.
put their phone
Who is
in their
breathing like
freaking
Darth
car
Vader?
like air conditioning.
Trump 2024.
So again, I'm talking about your verbiage. I don't understand why you have never ever actually questioned your rhetoric and your verbiage around sex in general. When you're talking about conquest and when you're talking about take a person to bed as if that person doesn't have legs to walk to your bed with you, right? Or to get carried. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. The fact that you're talking about convincing somebody to have sex with you.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy.
Therein lies the problem.
Men's role,
Therein lies the problem. You see
the part of
you
getting women to want to
no,
sleep
but
with
you
them,
see
know what I mean?
sex as something that you do to a woman and not something that you do with a woman. That's the issue.
But I don't think. I don't see.
I think convincing is a big part of courtship.
Yeah, no, I've never had to convince
It's
someone
a-
to have
I
sex
think
with
you
me.
guys not
It's a
understanding the
display
point.
of power.
No. Convincing implies that there was some kind of non-consent.
What did you
right?
just? Did you just give her like an argument?
Yeah,
I
like, you bring
appreciate
it
the
down to her,
subscription, thank you.
hitting them with the reductio, like.
What I mean by
You
convincing,
can
what I mean by
convince
convincing, guys, was
with
like,
consent.
guys, convincing is not
You
like
cannot
convincing-
convince someone with
it's not like
consent.
it's,
Yes, you
listen, guys,
can.
it's
No,
not,
you
I'm not saying. Listen, let me finish real quick. I'm not saying like, oh, convince is like, oh, please have sex with me. You know, if you have sex,
It
with me,
doesn't
like,
matter,
I'm
no
very-
one's saying
I'm very
that.
good in
No
bed.
one's
blah, blah.
saying
It's not
that.
like this. I'm saying is
Showing that you're
convincing is
worthy.
Like with a man, like with a man.
That's not convincing.
If a man wants to have sex with a woman, he's gonna talk to her. He's gonna create first. He needs to create a bond with that girl.
That's
He needs
not
to-
convincing.
No, he needs to talk. He needs to be funny. He needs to like get her to feel attracted to him. You know what I mean? Like,
That's not
the man's role.
convincing.
Isn't
And
that
you
every
can't-
But what I'm
person?
saying
Like,
is-
wait.
And also-
So that
maybe
woman,
that's not
that woman
convincing,
got
but
ready
back
that
to my
morning.
point earlier, you know,
That
that's
that
why
woman
men
got
with
out of
higher
bed.
body
That
count
woman
are
also did
effective.
things that you would consider right could have been necessary towards getting the other person to find attraction. Right?
I'm
I
sorry,
don't see how
Parker,
this
can
is
you
only applicable to one side.
Parker, can you repeat because you were cutting off?
Yeah, a woman particularly also did things to get ready or to do things specifically to get the other person to find attraction towards them. So you could say that both sides do things necessarily to get attraction.
Not
from
actually,
the other
because
people.
men will only want to have sex with women that they find attractive, like from first sight. From like, as soon as you put like men are like
Wait.
this, you see a woman and you put your like. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I had someone come on my live yesterday and argue otherwise. Cookie, thank you for the whale diving. Thank you so much, Cookie. I appreciate it. And
Yeah,
Carly,
like
thank you
men,
so
the
much for
typical
subscription.
argument is that men literally sleep with who they can, regardless of if they're attracted to them.
If anybody thinks of like trying, like convincing somebody is a good way to get somebody to have sex with you, this is my response to
It's
you.
not. It's
right?
not convincing, guys.
This
It's
is
not-
my response. This is
She's
my
still talking.
My lord, you can't even let a woman finish in a box. What makes you think you would let her finish in your bed? Like, please,
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to right
please, let people finish.
now? But how are you,
You're
who are you
not like
talking to right
I'm
now?
literally a stranger, and you're not even letting me finish in a conversation in a box.
Hey, you're
If that is
talking to who?
any
You're talking to
indication
Trump or
of how
talking to
you
me?
are in bed, then I feel bad for anybody who engages with you sexually.
Cody,
Calm
you're talking
down.
to me or talking to Trump 2020?
Please,
Both of you, be
whoever
quiet.
Come on,
interrupted
guys.
me,
I'm being
calm
very
down.
helpful to
Just
you. I
get on
let
with
you finish
it.
all the time.
Now, again, as I was saying, if anybody thinks convincing somebody is like valid rhetoric or argument or verbiage with regards to sex,
You're not understanding the point.
exactly,
You're not
and
understanding
then
the,
is
that's
in
the
a
problem.
fucking jail cell because that's a crime.
You're not
That's a
understanding the point,
crime.
Cody. You're not understanding
Trying
the point.
to
Either-
convince
either-
somebody to have
Either
to
you let
sleep
them
with
know
you
everything
is
about your entire life, or
to
you
have
convince them
yes,
that you're good enough.
courting doesn't
Kobe,
mean you
you're
try
not
to
understanding the
manipulate
point.
or convince them. That's not what courting
No, that's
means.
coercion. Different words.
Oh my god. Okay, Trump.
Spoon,
Spoon,
give
give
me
me $2.
$2.
What the fuck?
Parker, did you understand my point? Because I don't think she did.
No, I didn't.
No,
So
I'm gonna explain this.
Let me just try to like make myself clear. I didn't say convincing in a way of like I said
That's
earlier,
okay.
like, oh, come on, have sex with me or something. I'm saying the man's role, like in that before sex, is to get women to feel sexually attracted to him.
Oh my fucking god, you're not
So-
listening. We
Yeah,
heard you the first goddamn
But you
time.
guys are
We
saying that
heard you
I'm
the
convincing.
first time.
You don't
We
even
heard you the first time. We heard you the first time. We heard you the
Not
first
very
time.
convincing.
We heard you the first goddamn finger licking, dick sticking time.
Why is that?
Okay? We heard everything.
Why
We
is that?
heard you the first time.
Because, but the problem is, you guys
Oh my
heard me, but-
god.
You guys heard me, but you guys are
Yeah.
making it seem
We
that, like,
heard
I'm
you the
saying-
first time.
All right, okay.
Right.
We
That's-
heard
that's
you.
the
First time, but the
Right,
problem is you
so-
make
We
it seem
heard you
like
the first fucking time.
of, like,
all
We
convincing
heard you
women
the
is like a-
first
We're not
time.
rational people.
But we
We're
heard
animals,
you
and
the
we have to
first
embrace
time.
our animal behavior.
But we heard you the
bottom
first
two.
time. This is my first sound.
So,
We
men-
heard you the
Parker, what
first
are you telling
time.
these people?
Can you hear me?
We heard you the. No, we can't, cause we heard you the first time.
Yo.
Right. Anyway, I don't know why you went to.
Animals.
But we heard you the
And
first
men
time.
should typically act.
But we heard you the first time.
It's quite egotistical to think we're anything more than
But
just
we
animals.
heard you the first
And
time.
Women naturally
stop.
have
Can
to
I
wait a
actually
long
make the
time.
point without you restating your proposition, please?
There's a Brazilian on the chat.
You're gonna make my
we're-
first sauna angry. Stop it.
I'm proud of fingers.
You're gonna awaken the wolf
Their high
inside
body
me.
count.
I'm gonna crash out, Parker. Don't make me angry.
Cookie, thank you for the money gun. Thank you so much.
Don't make me angry.
4 fucking seconds. 4 fucking seconds. It took you 4 fucking seconds to piss me off.
Go Parker, I sent you $20.
Anyway. To be real though. Like I was saying before, I don't know why I started rethinking your proposition. We heard you the first fucking time, right? But like I was
Thank you for listening to the wind force.
first fucking time.
Appreciate the hanging lights. Thank you so much.
Anyway.
I appreciate
Who
it.
is talking? Is it Kofi? Like I don't.
No
see
one,
that
no
at
one
all.
was talking. They had an echo. Stop talking. Right. So, like, can you name one time where you had to
By the way, I didn't say that. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
on
no,
mute.
like it's not. It's not.
Oh, do you hear me not talking, no? Oh, shut up your mouth, no, man. Thank you. So, when was a single time in which you've had to convince someone to do something that they were going to do?
That's the problem. You putting words in my mouth. You're saying I'm saying I'm not saying convincing, guys. Maybe I misused the word, but I did not mean convincing in the way you guys are describing.
The
That's the
vaccine.
problem.
They convinced us to get the vaccine.
Yes, because by
The most
definition,
irrelevant thing said.
Yeah, I don't know
Trump,
what.
Operation
Yeah,
Warp Speed. Literally.
That would actually no, Parker, that would actually help our point, right? Because you want to know why they had to convince us is because people had the opposite view. People did not want to do it. You do not have to convince someone of something that they already agree with. You don't have to convince Hot Dog. Thank you so much for the $5. You don't have to convince someone to be attracted to you.
Oh my god.
You cannot do that.
Understanding, bro.
Are we
She's not
speaking a different
understanding.
language? Am I?
I think so. I think so.
Did I implore you, if English is not your first language, to learn the meaning?
You didn't
of
do it
words?
very
No,
convincing.
but the thing is, you keep going back to like the convincing. The thing is, what I'm
Because
saying.
you're
man,
describing
man,
convincing. That's what
so
you're describing.
let me describe it one more time. I'm saying like man
Me gonna lick him down, you know.
want to have sex.
I'm
insane.
a head out here.
You know they can't just have sex with women.
Lick him down, you know.
Men want to have sex.
I'm a head out.
Who dropped?
We're about to
I mean, I'm about to get off anyway. I have to go. Here
Parker,
pretty soon.
also before you go, when do you do the segments on Jesus and all that?
Probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow. And I'll definitely.
You do any on vaccines?
I used to.
I actually.
But of course you didn't take the vaccine.
No, I took it. I took 2.
Appreciate that mustache. Thank you so
Bro,
much.
where you gonna go for Trump, bro? Like,
I used to be a long distance runner. I'd ran like a marathon a week before
Hey, I'm not
getting the jab,
Bolsonaro.
and I spent 4 weeks in
Bolsonaro,
hospital
Bolsonaro.
in the cardiac ward with heart failure because
Sorry to hear that.
at 23, and there was a guy in the bed next to me who had a cardiac arrest, a 17-year-old playing football, and somebody.
What was it caused by?
Well, he had Pfizer the day before.
No, you. I'm talking about you.
Me, the Moderna vaccine.
Are you saying you got that from the vaccine?
Yeah, I was literally.
Is that what
in
the doctor said?
Go what?
Yeah, it was. Well, it was
Yeah.
what the professor said. All the doctors.
Is it what the doctor said?
Anybody below consultant level.
Did the
they're
doctor
all
say that?
screwed. Yes.
Okay, so
Professor
if the
said
doctor
it.
said that, well then the doctor did.
Yes, the cardiology.
Okay, so if they specifically indicated that, well then it likely could be due to that. And I would argue that again, these particular things are significantly less likely to happen given that an individual takes a
No,
vaccination comparative to it happening due to a virus. There
No,
are
they
plenty
don't-
of
they-
sources, particularly in the context of the bibliography in my bio. All right,
Right,
set up
so
on my friend.
also,
Can I finish? Or do I need to like kick you off the live to be able to finish on my own stream?
Okay.
Thank you. You can check the bibliography in my bio, where my friend Matt, who's a librarian, set up a bibliography that's over 30 pages that indicates sufficient evidence that these different types of vaccines, right, are effective, right, should be taken, things like that, right?
Okay.
Also, some people are allergic to
Sorry,
vaccines.
can I talk? Sorry. So I actually have a master's in nanochemistry, and what I work with is it has the identical outer shell as the vaccine. So, and it said it stays in the arm, but I just looked straight at mine. And I talked to the professor I was working under, and he's no, it doesn't stay in the arm. It obviously doesn't. It goes all around the body to every organ and infects the cells, gets the immune system to attack your own cells. And the majority.
Can you give me any evidence?
Well, this is what my math.
This is the one professor that you were just saying that was.
Go to my page, everybody.
Wait, I'm asking you. Did the doctor who was specifically taking care of you, did they say that it was cause of the vaccination?
Why are they telling you about another patient?
And again,
I'm asking you, did the doctor say it? Not the professor. Did the doctor say it?
The doctor is it goes doctor, consultant, and then professor.
Did the doctor take care of you?
Yes, the professor is the doctor.
This is a HIPAA violation. What do y'all got over there?
Yes.
Why is he telling you about other patients that you're aware of?
I can talk about other patients. I'm a patient.
No, you can't.
I can.
Are HIPAA laws not a thing in the UK?
Yes, they are, but that's just
Then he broke the law.
Talking to a friend.
Well, he just admitted to that, but I have to get going.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I was gonna
You're
say,
crazy.
I'm gonna. This is low key. This conversation is kind of boring me right now, so I'm gonna drop. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Parker and Tashika. Have a good evening to all the. Have a good evening to all the non-misogynistic people.
All right, bye, Athena. I appreciate
Bye,
it.
Athena. Have a good night.
Also, before I go, y'all, fuck the Whatever podcast, bro. Fuck them. Fuck every single. Fuck them. All right, love you, Parker. Bye.
For sure. Peace
From
out.
2024.
Don't go yet, Parker. Let me ask you something.
Dude, I just told you I'm about to go, man.
So I took the vaccine, all right? Took the 2 shots. Actually, I know it's not the question.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get off, everyone. Love everyone so much, bro. I literally just told you I'm getting off, but thank you. You can message me. I literally already told you could do that. I'm getting off right now. Thank you so much, everyone. If you want to help me out, everyone, check out the video I just posted. I would appreciate that. The podcast, the Whatever podcast, they literally canceled the day of, everyone. They canceled the day of. So it's truly unfortunate. Dean literally flew out here for no reason. But yeah, go to the video I just posted. Like the video, everyone. Literally, I want to see 1,000 likes increase on that video, y'all. 1,000 likes increase on that video. Go to it, check it out real quick. I am gonna get off, y'all. Love y'all so much. Have a fantastic night, everyone, and peace out, y'all.